TJ and his 5-knuckle shuffle.
Hey, I don't hate. Some of us are single, man.
you remember that, Lucid, when we were at PAX last time and me, you, and Cappy were playing that one card game that had dice involved.
Yeah.
And Cappy looks at us and she's all like, "Hey, how are you guys so good at rolling these like 6 dice with one hand?" And me and Lucid both go, like, "Oh, we know why." Because we were all like, "I don't know, it just comes naturally." Because she was sitting there with like her like D20 and D12 and all that stuff, trying to roll all of them at once, and she's like, "I can't figure it out. I got small hands." And we were all like, "This is easy." Years of practice.
It's like riding a bicycle. You never forget.
Especially if you don't ever stop riding the bicycle.
Oh, please tell me
you never fall off
already.
of.
Yep. I happened to look up after I said that.
Oh, I love it when an intro falls into my lap. Hello, everybody. It's September 28th, 2018, and this is the VGBits Bitcast. It's episode 38, and golly, it sure is Friday today.
It is Friday.
I've been desperately waiting for Friday all week long, specifically because I want to talk about one particular subject.
Yeah.
But we will get to that in the news, and I will continue to let Cody sit there and be as solid as a rock for as long as he can.
We just want
Like a rock.
Oh, like a rock.
All right, Chevy, hold on now. We've got so much interesting and new things to discuss this week. Plus,
Big news.
big news. Mm-hmm. Very surprising news. This is going to be something super special here. If you've noticed, TJ is now back in studio this week.
I am here, yeah.
Last week he was unavailable, so he was our token character of the week.
I was a token.
You were token. It's okay, Matt. I'll show you what I'm talking about later.
No, I'm familiar. press start.
Yeah.
That thing.
Yeah, and Cody is here, and he's still doing his absolute best until now. And then now we have, which now we can't call you guest anymore because now Matt has joined the channel.
Yay.
And he is now a full-time contributor on the podcast.
Yay.
Yay!
Hooray!
All right.
Well,
cool.
shit.
Nah, welcome, Matt.
Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for joining us now.
Thank you for having me.
This is. I am so
Thank
excited.
you for being there.
I am so excited about this.
Me too.
Thank you for loving me.
Yeah, I'm so glad you got that reference.
That one went over my head. I'm sorry.
Bob's Burgers.
Yeah.
That's probably why I don't watch Bob's Burgers.
What's wrong with you?
I don't watch Bob's Burgers. That's what's wrong with me.
I would watch it. It's just never on Netflix, so I don't watch it.
It's on Hulu.
I don't have Hulu.
Oh.
I only watch Netflix.
Yeah, TJ watches Futurama.
It's not
all
on
he
Netflix
does.
either.
I know, but you still only watch Futurama.
I do, actually.
I can't get you to watch anything.
It's like, what, you want to watch this? I can't. I'm watching Futurama right
Yeah,
now.
that's what you tell me. It's like, I'm watching Futurama.
How many times have you made it through the series?
A bunch.
I'm going to guess more than 50.
Probably. I've probably seen every episode at least 20 to 50 times.
You have to be able to recite them.
Most of them, yeah. Like, it'll be playing and I'll be half asleep and I can just mouth along all the lines.
You start talking in your sleep.
You know what's crazy?
The episode now.
There's a subreddit called Futurama Sleepers, and it's a whole subreddit of people who go to sleep watching Futurama.
There's a subreddit for everything.
I know that.
Do you ever have dreams and then cry in your sleep because you remember the saddest episodes of Futurama?
No,
Like
I mentally
like Prehistoric Park?
I block those episodes.
What?
Yeah, I watch them.
Don't
They're
block
so
them.
depressing.
But I don't want
Prehistoric
to. I don't
Park
want
is
to go
so
to.
sad.
I know. I don't want to go to sleep when Luck of the Fries comes on, Prehistoric Bark. I forget the name of the one where he gets stung by the bee.
Oh,
What's the one where he moves the stars for her?
Yeah, that was really good too. And then she never sees it.
And she never gets to see it.
That's the saddest fucking thing. Because he doesn't remember what he did, and then they're leaving. He looks out the window and he's like, "Oh, boo, fuck!" Oh man,
You know, I've seen like a total of 4 Futurama episodes, maybe.
what? It's such a good show.
but
I mean,
Got time to watch it.
It was so good. It was canceled 3 times.
it's true.
But it got picked up 3 times.
All the good cartoons are canceled like 3 times and brought back. Like
Yeah.
Family Guy was canceled 3 times.
Yeah.
Scooby Doo was
They
canceled.
said good cartoons.
Hey, whoa.
Oh,
Family Guy's good in its market.
yeah.
Like,
So
it's-
Scooby Doo.
Yeah,
No, it isn't.
hater, Scooby Doo hater.
Look, it's
Speaking
so
of which,
dumb.
I am completely on TJ's side with
Yeah.
Scooby Doo.
Yeah. Spider-Man hater.
He whines too much.
They all whine too much. My parents died. So did
Oh.
Batman. So did Superman. Shut up.
Yeah. Uncle Ben died. He died like 20 years ago. Get over it.
Okay, if we're talking Tobey Maguire Spider-Man here,
No, here's the thing. Tobey Maguire was a good Spider-Man until 3. And 3 was just
that
bad.
was emo Parker. That,
That
was
was bad.
horrible.
And the thing is, it was supposed to be intentionally bad, but it didn't come off as being intentionally bad. It just come off as bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only Spider-Man I actually liked was the 90s, the late 80s, early 90s cartoon Spider-Man.
Yeah.
The Amazing Spider-Man, the one that was broadcast on Fox, or
Yes.
okay,
One of those, with the Saturday morning cartoon.
yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
The one on MTV
The one
was
where
pretty
like
good.
in the final season he gets his 6 arms or whatever.
Yeah,
There was one
was-
on MTV, and I forget
that
what
was
it's called, but it was really good too.
that one. Okay, the things that show up on MTV were supposed to all be edgy and punk related, and
Yeah.
then that one was that where he was the Scarlet Spider?
I'm not sure.
I can't remember.
But speaking of Spider-Man, I meant to mention this a couple weeks ago. I watched the Amazing Spider-Man, not the ones that just come out before the new Marvel ones. That had, they did shit with Gwen Stacy. They had Emma Stone in them. I forget the guy who played Spider-Man now.
Andrew Garfield?
Yeah. And those are really good. He's a really good Spider-Man. Like he was that.
How many did he do?
Just 2. They did the Amazing Spider-Man and the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
And
I don't even remember. I remember him being Spider-Man, but I don't remember anything about the movies because I never saw those two.
I didn't need.
They're
Well,
forgettable.
they were forgettable, but I watched them again and they're still really good. I think they're better than
Wait,
the Tobey Maguire ones.
Is that the one where they were making the big deal in the second one because during pre-production or production or whatever, there were like pictures of Mary Jane or Gwen or whatever in like a wedding dress and stuff?
Maybe. I really don't remember anything about
Like in the second movie, somebody got married and everybody was freaking out about it.
Probably that was the case.
Yeah, I really don't remember. But
I never watched the second Spider-Man of that series, mainly because I didn't like Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man.
he was good.
I watched the first one and I was like, okay, I don't need any more of this now.
He was better than Tobey Maguire by a long shot.
You know,
Okay,
Here's a question: I have this conversation with a lot of my friends. Is certain actors play the real person much better than they play the superhero character?
Yeah, I still think.
Like,
Yeah,
because I was gonna say like, who was the second Batman after
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton? Was that
Val
Val Kilmer?
Um,
Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
yeah,
Val Kilmer made, if I'm saying this right, Val Kilmer made a really good Batman, but was a terrible Bruce Wayne.
That's fair. Because in superhero movies, you're not playing a character; you're playing 2 characters.
mhm.
Right.
And
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, not everyone's suited for each role.
One could say that. Well, I think Val Kilmer once it went past Val Kilmer and they went to George Clooney. That's when the Batman series just fell off a cliff. And
Wasn't
then
that
just
Nipples
stayed
Batman?
down there? Yes, it's Bat Nipples.
Yes. Which one was Val Kilmer's? Val Kilmer's was
with Jim Carrey.
Was Poison Ivy, right?
Was Arnold Schwarzenegger?
No, that was
George
Arnold,
Clooney was.
It was
Schwarzenegger.
Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was the Riddler and Two-Face.
That one was okay.
Yeah, it was okay.
Batman
It was
Forever.
okay. Yeah. It wasn't amazing, but it also wasn't really bad.
Jim Carrey was a good Riddler.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, it was.
He was like made
He
for
was
that
really
part.
good.
He was.
Tommy Lee Jones wasn't really good for Two-Face, but
Tommy Lee Jones isn't good for a lot of things. I love Tommy Lee Jones, but like,
yeah,
unless he's in Men in Black, he isn't doing too good.
Who was it that
he does pretty good in westerns.
Yeah. Like old serious roles, he does good in.
Who was it that played in The Dark Knight? Who played Two-Face? The newer
Harvey Dent.
Harvey Dent.
That was
what was his
What
name?
was his name? It wasn't Timothy Oliphant, was it?
it might have been.
Two-Face. The Nolan verse. What is his name? Come on, give me his name. Aaron Eckhart. Aaron
Eckhart. That's right.
He plays a fantastic Two-Face.
Yeah, he was really good.
He did really well.
That was amazing.
I was kind of disappointed you didn't get more Two-Face.
Yeah.
Really and truly, yes, because that was just.
I mean, he looked the part. Like watching him as Harvey Dent and Two-Face, it looked like out of Batman the Animated Series. Like this is Harvey Dent.
Yeah.
I mean, of everyone that's played in a Batman, I think he probably fit the role the best.
Mm-hmm.
Except for
Except for Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger's Joker.
No, Heath Ledger's Joker was great, but it wasn't Batman the Animated Series Joker.
Oh,
that was what's his face?
And the animated series was Jedi Knight guy.
Yeah, that was Mark Hamill. But
Mark
I mean,
Hamill.
who did the Joker previously to
Jack
Nicholson?
That was also Jack Nicholson. Yeah.
Yeah, he like embodied the animated series Batman.
True.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He did a
Yeah,
very
he
good
was
job
really,
at
he
that.
was really good.
Yeah. Now Heath Ledger's Joker was fucking modern crazy. What you'd expect the Joker to be in a modern day Batman film. Great.
I would just like to say that I'm very disappointed in Google and IMDb because it is incredibly hard to try and search Batman with like Two-Face actor and get the results that you want.
Yeah.
Because all that comes up are like all the animated series stuff first.
I have to say I'm cautiously optimistic about Joaquin Phoenix playing the Joker.
I've seen the test makeup shots that they have out there.
As long as it's not Jared Leto, I think we're great.
No, it's not. It does not look like that at
That
all.
was a fucking mistake.
It looks more like the '60s Joker, the
Yes.
'60s television show Joker.
Yes, with Caesar. Was it Caesar Romero? I believe was
I
his
think
name.
so. I was gonna say Caesar Milan, and I'm like, nope, that's wrong. That's the dog guy.
The Joker. Hey, why don't you talk to me, dog?
I want to see that now.
Caesar Milan is the Joker.
He just goes around talking to dogs all day.
No, I want him to be the Joker. I just want him to use his normal. He's Caesar Milan as the Joker. It's like that's a dog whisper. He's not even trying to hide it.
He just goes up to a dog. I'm looking for the Batman.
Woof,
And the
woof.
dog barks at him.
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix. His test shots for the Joker. I'm kind of a little excited for. It looks good. I'm hoping the Joker movie comes out to be pretty good.
I have very, very, very little faith in WB to produce any good DC film.
I know. I'm still sad about Teen Titan, or not Teen Titan, but Titans.
I'm not sad. I'm just, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm not gonna watch the movie ever, just like I've done with every other DC movie that's come out.
It's a murder
I'm just gonna
fest.
say it was. I didn't watch it, so I can't say it's terrible.
Exactly.
Oh, it's a TV series, Titans is.
What?
No, there's a movie.
No, it's a movie.
No, there's a
Oh, it's
movie.
a movie? Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
No, the
Yeah,
there's
but
a,
where none of the actors look like any of the canon characters at all.
yeah, and Robin is going around, or Robin / Nightwing now is going around killing people with guns.
What and here's the thing: like, I'm not stuck up on who looks like who. I mean, play the character doing best, and I think it was Starfire's played by a black actress.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't have any problems with that.
Yeah. Here's you know, the internet just loses their shit, and the whole time I'm like, they're fucking off the series with everything else, and y'all are held up on like, this Starfire's not black. She's an alien. Doesn't give a fuck what she looks like.
Exactly.
Isn't she orange?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's supposed to be orange. That's why I'm like, she's an alien. Who gives a shit what she looks like?
We'll just get Snooki or Donald Trump to play her.
Get the what's his name? The Miz.
The Miz.
He's not wrestling, right? Not anymore.
You got the Miz and the situation.
The
Just the Jersey Shore Titans. The Jersey Titans.
No,
they're not the West Coast Titans, but the East Coast Titans.
Upsetting.
Remember the Titans. Oh, that's something else.
Yeah.
I could have made a football joke, but I didn't because nobody would have gotten it.
I might have. Might have landed in my
the Tennessee Titans.
Oh.
Sorry, internet. Yeah. I killed it. Anyway.
Get out here, nerd.
Nerd.
Fucking sports nerd.
Hey, I like my sports.
That makes one of us.
I know.
I like baseball.
I'm
all right with baseball.
I'm sitting here talking shit with the Dallas Mavericks hat on. Fuck sports.
Sports.
I like any team that's Texas except the Cowboys.
Yeah. I know that. We won't talk about sports. We can't talk about sports. Let's not talk about sports. We fall off that cliff, then it's all hell breaks loose.
Yeah.
So what's the deal with the Baltimore Orioles Braille shirts?
What?
So blind people can read them.
I have not heard about this.
I think I saw like just a headline. I didn't even read the article, but it was like the Orioles have Braille for the names on their shirts.
Baltimore Orioles wear Braille jerseys to honor the blind.
No one noticed.
So their names and the Orioles logo is in Braille.
I mean, that's a cool.
Oh, okay, I see it.
Sort of
I gotta
like
find
thing.
a picture of this.
We can link it to the thing, Cody.
Oh,
All
dick.
of these are like videos, and I don't want to watch a video about this.
Right.
I found an article on it.
Here we go.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I mean, it's fun to make fun of. It's like, blind people can't read your jersey from 300 feet away, you asshole. But I mean, it's a cool thing to like raise awareness for.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's doing.
Because a lot of people are going to go, "What are these dots?" And then they're going to go look it up. And
this isn't Morse code.
Why are we playing Connect 4 back here?
You know what? Makes me proud to be a Marylander.
Good for you.
Only reason.
And you have those purple cheese balls, which taste like crab and are gross.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Baltimore Ravens. No.
No. Mm-mm.
Oh.
I will have nothing to do with the Ravens.
I like their logo.
It's a raven.
Yeah. It's cool.
I like the Ravens, and I like the. There's another team on the other side of the league that's also purple. Vikings.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think you're biased.
Because it's purple.
I like them. I originally chose them a long time ago because they were primarily purple. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I like purple.
That's the way some people pick their teams.
Yeah.
How the uniforms look.
I like the Broncos logo. And I was like, that's a cool team. And then they went to the Super Bowl that year, and I was like, hell yeah, this is a great team. And
that
went back.
That was the year. It was
the year.
Wait, no. We're talking sports.
Oh yeah, sorry. It was the year Elway retired.
Yeah, it was. This one's for John.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a video game and sport nerd. I know all the
things.
things.
Get you your own show soon enough.
All right. Well, we'll just start a new podcast for TV movies, and then we'll start a podcast about sports.
We're gonna be in here for like 6 hours a day recording podcasts. It's like, no, we can't talk about this. That's for the podcast.
That's for the next podcast show where we talk about Chinese, Russian dolls, whatever.
I don't know where that was going from.
I don't know. I was trying to get to Russian stacking dolls, and then I said Chinese, and I just rolled with it.
Matryoshka dolls.
Yeah, Matryoshka dolls.
Yeah.
Love those things.
Gesundheit.
TJ, are you talking in Braille? Sorry.
That's fucked up, man. I'm the one that says the insensitive shit.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. Well, we've got a whole lot of nowhere so far. So
Oh, yeah.
how about we roll things off? We can kick off things for this week with the business.
The business.
Anybody want to talk about their business this week?
I can.
Okay.
Since
What's
I
your
wasn't here
business?
last week. So last weekend, well, I wasn't here. I was at work, but I come home and I went to OP Live 18 in Irving, Texas.
I missed
What's
it,
that?
sadly.
It's OP Live. It's a new event down in at the Irving Convention Center here in Dallas, Fort Worth area.
It's about esports.
Yeah, it was esports. House Pixel Games was there. They invited us. I went. Daniel didn't.
I was
He had
occupied
busy. Yeah, he had busy things.
doing adult things.
But I went down there and they had I think it had a Fortnite tournament, an Overwatch tournament.
Awesome. Both things I would definitely watch.
Yeah, Mona Throwing had a little tournament. I didn't
Oh, that's
participate.
sick.
I didn't sign. I forgot to sign up for it.
Wasn't the Dallas Fuel there as well?
Dallas, some of Dallas Fuel was there.
Yeah.
There's a few people from a couple different teams, but I'm not real up to speed on all the teams since now that every city has a team now. I'm just,
Well, it's hard to kind of keep track unless you're just
unless you're like,
just-
sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I'm still sad that Seagull left Dallas Fuel.
Seagull was really good. Seagull's a really I knew of Seagull when he was getting big in Overwatch. He's a really good Overwatch.
Cool.
Well, not before he was cool. like before he had a huge sponsorship deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's hard to because I'm not real big into esports now, mostly because I don't have time to devote to watching it. Back when StarCraft 2 was getting big, I was watching a lot of it, and so when Overwatch started picking up, I was watching that. Rocket League. Rocket League's just I haven't seen anything in esports about Rocket League anymore.
I did Hearthstone. I watched a lot of esports in Hearthstone, and I know that's almost like an oxymoron, Hearthstone and esports, but it has a huge following.
Yeah, here's the thing though: anything can be competitive as long as people are competitive in it.
Yeah, true.
And it can be entertaining as long as the casters are good.
True.
You can make anything fun. But yeah, OP Live was really good, and then I didn't really do anything since then. I've played a lot of video games.
Ooh, video games. That's a thing to do.
I was playing Rebel Galaxy today.
I keep seeing you playing that. How is that?
I love it, man. It's fun. Think of Elite Dangerous. Elite Dangerous.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Think small scale, less complicated, easier to pick up,
Okay.
and it has a story. I mean, Elite Dangerous has a story too, but you won't find it.
You should have led with story, and I would have been all over
Yeah. It's got. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, is Rebel Galaxy the game that was the spiritual successor to Skies of Arcadia?
Possibly. I do not know.
No, definitely not.
Okay.
This just in.
Nope.
The answer is no.
But I've been playing that. The Rebel Galaxy Outlaws coming out soon. A lot of people are hyped about that because in Rebel Galaxy you fly a capital ship and you do combat a la Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Just imagine your ship's a pirate ship and you're on water, not in space. But,
Okay, so it's all broadside.
broadsides, turrets, stuff like that.
2D plane.
Yeah.
Cappy corrected me. I was thinking of Rogue Galaxy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's not that. But I talked about it last time. But I mean, it's a really fun game. It's got a great sound. I've actually found out because I reinstalled it yesterday. And when you open it pops up a little launcher just to change the settings, and it's like custom music paths. And I was like, ooh. And back when a long time ago, probably 15 years now, we did
Galaxy far, far away.
Pretty much. We did internet radio.
Oh, that's right.
And I still have every single music file that I had accumulated back then. So I was like, huh. So I go into, because it has different settings. You have your idle music, menu music, station music, and combat music.
One could say that somewhere back a long time ago in the long ago in Side 7 Radio's history is where the podcast first
pretty much, yeah. The
erupted
3J
out of
show.
the 3J show.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Sorry, y'all. Okay, this is like way a long time ago. We actually did a 3 DJ show for like a Friday night show, and it was Michael, TJ, and myself.
Mm-hmm.
This is more or less where the idea of the podcast and then VGBits would erupt from.
Yeah.
Was from this instance because it was a hilarious night.
It was fun.
I've got pictures from that night.
Yeah. Just sitting around. We were at your house.
We look terrible.
Yeah. We look like kids who didn't know what the fuck they were doing.
Exactly. We still don't know what we're doing anyway.
No.
It's okay.
But anyways,
You still have faces for radio if it's any
Thanks, man.
consolation. That's what I'm looking.
Yeah.
Wow.
I appreciate that. I mean, I get it all the time. People are like, that's not what I expected you to look like. I'm like, I know. You expected Isaac Hayes and you got fucking George R. Martin.
Well, you're not wrong.
Thanks, man.
I got you back,
Sorry,
TJ.
Lucid,
It's
I
okay.
think you're handsome.
Thanks, man. But anyways, so you can set custom music paths. And I just put it into my metal folder. I didn't think it would actually, it goes through and it just randomly selects music out of any folder at once. It's so nice. It's very fluid. The game is fun. I really like the game. It's fun. Explosions. You fight ships bigger than you. It's good. Playing it now, it's aged a bit. Like, you know, since I've played Elite Dangerous, because I played Rebel Galaxy first, and I played Elite Dangerous, and this scale is very different.
Yeah.
And you can tell these, you know, huge studio versus much smaller studio and art design. But I think it's a fun game. It's a great game if you like, you know, ship-to-ship combat, and you like space, flying around. It's good stuff. But with Rebel Galaxy Outlaw coming out, I'm pretty sure in Outlaw you fly as a mercenary fighter ship. Because in Rebel Galaxy, you can hire these fighters to fly with you, and they will fight other fighter ships because you can't move on a 3D axis.
All right.
But the fighters can. And
Right.
I talked about it last time, but you know, it's a great game, and I enjoy playing it. And with the new one coming out, I kind of want to try to get through as much as I can.
It honestly kind of reminds me of a game that I was just recently showed called Between the Stars. I streamed a little bit of it, I think last week. Looks very similar, except in Between the Stars, it's a little bit more like Elite Dangerous, where it's all on a 3D plane.
Yeah.
But we'll see how it comes out. It's currently in beta, demo,
Early access.
Like
But I like this because it's very simple to pick up. You know, it's not like Elite Dangerous or No Man's Sky where you're like, where the hell do I even start? It's like it's like, here you go, here's a ship, here's how to fly it. You know, we'll teach you stuff. These are your missions. Missions are easy to find. You're not staring at the map in No Man's Sky or Elite Dangerous like, I don't know where to go. I'm not gonna play this now. Because
Speaking of No Man's Sky, real quick, I saw an ad for it today.
oh really?
Yes, I saw an ad on YouTube, and it was like No Man's Sky next, and it was like you can fly your ships with friends, you can explore planets with friends, you can build stuff with friends, and I was like, all right, so you literally just told me everything I can possibly do in that game.
You can do these 3 things
Now with friends.
with friends. We
Yeah.
promise this time.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. Like they made it look like so epic and like flying around in their spaceships and dogfighting, and I'm like, if I didn't play that game, I would think that looked cool.
It still is cool. Like I really like No Man's Sky. It's fun to play.
It only
It's
took
just-
them like 3 years to get to the game.
Yeah.
It should've
They
been-
you know what they should have done with the trailer is they should have re-released the original trailer and then at the end be like, for real this time.
we actually promised.
At least you could have said they have a sense of humor about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean,
I don't think they do though.
well, I mean, they kept working on it. I'm going to give, we give them a lot of shit, but they kept working on it. And they made the game what they promised it would be.
Well, they had to shut up and make the game
Yeah.
that they did because Sony put so much behind this game and then charged you $60 for a game that was $15, really?
Yeah. But it's a good game now. It's a fun game. I mean, I don't play anymore.
Right.
I got my 100 hours in and I was like, that's good for me. Like I hit that point where it's like you've done all this stuff, now you just have to do the grinding to get to some arbitrary goal. Like most people's get to the center of the galaxy. I was like, I don't need to get in. There's nothing there. I've got a really good ship. I've got exotic ships. I'm good.
Good old me, my perfect timing.
Yeah,
I always
you
come
ju-
in at the last 20 hours of y'all playing.
He's always like, I want to play, but I know y'all quit playing. I'm like, do it. And then like a week later, he's like, I did it. And I was like, we're done.
Happened twice.
Yeah.
I couldn't keep playing. Like all there was for me was just to get money, and I didn't want to sit there and grind money because there was nothing new to explore. All the creatures and stuff were just rehashes.
Yeah.
Like it didn't have any adventure for me.
I mean, once you find an animal that looks like a penis, I mean that's end game for me. It's like, hey, that's a penis. That's a penis animal.
You're gonna settle on that planet and stay.
Why here? Did you see the giant penis walking around here? That was fucking bonkers.
I will say, like the gigantic monster or animals that were roaming around on the planets, now actually being able to see one was really cool.
I really liked how they have like when you see a really old one, they're really big.
Yeah.
Like the big ones are real big. Like you're standing there and you see it walk over the ridge. You're like, oh shit! Yeah. I'm gonna shoot that one.
I'm gonna die.
But yeah, I mean it's a fun game. It's just like Monster Hunter World. I've beat the game. There's still there's still some to do, but it's all grinding now.
See, this time I didn't join in on Monster Hunter World.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna miss this one.
Yeah. I was playing that way too much.
I still got to play through that. I have to finish it. Yeah. I haven't been able to go back with the semester.
It's a really good game. What else have I been playing? Rocket League, Overwatch. I've been playing a lot of Overwatch. Ooh. Not a lot, but some.
How do you like Hammond?
I don't play him.
I love him.
He's like fucking knockoff diva. He's you know.
He's so good.
He's not good at what? Diva does it better.
Let the salt flow.
I'm just kidding. No, Hammond's fine. I just don't play him because
Diva.
Yeah.
Talking about Wrecking Ball, right?
Yeah, Wrecking Ball.
Okay. I love him. I love him so
the hamster inside is named Hammond.
Hamtaro. Yeah, you're talking about Hamtaro.
I call him Hamtaro, yeah.
He is so cute. I love playing as him. I'm not good at him, but I love playing as him.
I just like playing
I like when he's moving around and all of his voice lines are just hamster squeaks.
Yeah, and then his mech will interpret them.
Yeah.
A couple of them. I do like his voice lines a lot. He'll squeak and they'll be like, he says he's sorry.
Of the way, noob.
Yeah. Clearing area.
Yeah.
He's a lot of fun.
He is fun. He's fine. His
like
mobility
finding
is
a place to swing around and smack people.
Yeah.
It's useless, but it's so much fun.
His mobility is fucking off the wall. Like,
yeah,
he has got to be the fastest character in the game.
Like I was watching Seagull actually play him, and in Hanamura he got from point 1 to point 2 in like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
He just shot across the stage and was all like, all right, I'm here. I was like, God.
Yeah. He can get places most characters can't. I mean, Farrah can, but she's very slow in the air. Like with Hammond, you catch a swing, it gives you a speed boost. You let it go to the right point, you just arc across the map. It's good stuff.
Just hold on one second.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Then you can do a smash when he slammed down. I mean, he's fun to play. He's got a lot of good points. But I'm just not that good with him. I play Diva.
You're a Diva fan.
I get gold medals every game.
You like your Mountain Dew and Doritos.
No, come on now.
What?
It's
like me and Roadhog.
Yeah. I don't what is it, the word?
You don't subscribe?
I don't subscribe to the gamer girl Diva. I subscribe to the badass Diva that works in a mech shop and saves the world. And her most recent,
the one from her her
short
cutscene thing.
Yeah.
There you go, her short.
I subscribe to the 50s Diva.
Black Cat Diva is my favorite.
Yeah. Oh.
I have no idea what you're talking about because I don't play Overwatch.
You should get into it now, so that no one will stop playing.
We'll all immediately quit.
Look, if I get into Overwatch and I start trying to play Overwatch, I'll pick the sniper again. What was her name?
Widowmaker.
Widowmaker. I'll pick Widowmaker, and then everybody like, why are you picking Widowmaker? Quit picking Widowmaker. That's all. Well, that's all it sounded like to me. I was like, I just want to learn a character.
Speaking of talking shit about Widowmaker, we were playing. Me and Cody were playing with Kit, and she was playing Widowmaker. And they're taking the point, and I see Widow standing up, just taking pot shots into a loaded point. And I'm like, "There's Widowmaker being useless," and he's like, "That's Kit." I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Oh, she held it against him for the rest of the day.
Wonderful.
Beautiful.
Wonderful.
I wasn't saying that person playing Widowmaker is being useless. Widowmaker is just useless in general.
Sometimes people want to learn a character. You know, that's why I quit.
Yeah.
That's like literally, I played for 2 days, and all I heard were from people when I would play in the casual.
Yeah. It's gotten better.
People screaming and hollering about, "You're gonna change your character." I'm like, can I actually kind of experiment with this character a little bit?
Blizzard, not too long ago, implemented a thing where you could rank people, like give them endorsements on good sportsmanship, shot calling, and good teamwork or teammate. And I think, at least in the casual field, it's really kind of like calmed everyone down. Because if you know, the more endorsements you get, the better your endorsement ranking is, which means you play with more people who have better endorsement rankings.
Well, that's the problem. Like, they would just like vote me down the entire time, though.
Nah, but if people are talking shit, then people usually just report them.
You can't vote anyone down. It's only
you
it's
can
only
only vote up.
approvals.
Oh,
Yeah.
just stay at the bottom with all the scum.
Yeah. But I played competitive because I want to get Diva's gold guns, and I'm getting closer to having enough points to do that. And it's just a totally different field. It's still toxic as fuck. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot I was playing this game. Go back to casual.
Yep.
But
I was watching someone streaming Overwatch, and all of a sudden I started hearing voices, and I'm like, what's going on? She's not in Discord with anyone. Like, what's happening? I forgot that there was even a voice implementation on Overwatch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Because
turned that off immediately.
No one in casual ever really uses it.
yeah,
But in rank, they use it all the time.
you have to really, because you gotta communicate.
It turns it on by default, and you have to leave if you don't want to participate in voice now.
No, you have to join. You still join.
Really?
Yeah, because we were playing, and I was like, we got to join the team chat. And as soon as we did, I was like, oh yeah, this sucks. Hey, can you stop being fucking somber? God, be someone useful. It's like, man, just finish this game and go back to casual.
Done with this.
But yeah,
Overwatch.
I mean, man, I really love the game. It's so much fun to play. It's just the community is still
Terrible?
hot garbage.
Yep.
That's why I like Hearthstone.
Yeah,
There is no voice chatting in Hearthstone. You just get a guy.
that was a mistake.
That was
a mistake.
That was
a mistake. Fuck you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I hate that more. I
Yeah.
would rather have someone talking crap
Yeah.
than just have someone spamming one line.
Well, see, that's the beautiful thing.
Is you can squelch 'em.
you just go right quick squelch.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, look, you don't bug me anymore. Let me continue to defeat you.
And
That's fair.
yeah, man, I think that's really all I've been playing.
Okay. Let's see. Matt, you want to go next?
Sure.
Did I go too fast?
All right, so I've been up to.
Now, the only thing I've really been playing recently has been World of Warcraft. I was out of town for work all week, so I didn't really play much of anything over the past week. But other than World of Warcraft, Cappy and I started her Mass Effect Let's Play,
Oh, nice.
and that's been going well.
Has
So-
it?
I did watch it, and it's great. Cappy's great.
What I will say is that, like, the other day when I was out of town for work, I was at the hotel room like at 10 o'clock at night, like watching a YouTube video or whatever, and she sends me this link on Discord. She's like, "Hey, I was thinking of buying like a wall scroll to put on the wall on like behind my desk, because behind her desk it's just completely just this white wall." So she's like, "I was thinking of getting something to put up there," and she sends me a link, and it's like a 51 by 60 inch wall scroll that's Mass Effect.
Nice.
Wow.
And and she was like, I think I kind of want to get this. Can I buy this? And I was all like, hell yeah, you could buy it. And then she tells me later that she saw at the same site, she saw one that was Final Fantasy IX.
Oh.
And to put it in perspective, she has beaten Final Fantasy IX at least half a dozen times, and on one individual playthrough, she put in over 700 hours.
Holy shit!
Holy crap.
And she was like, "No, I don't want." I saw Final Fantasy IX and I saw Mass Effect, and I wanted the Mass Effect one better.
Wow.
And I was all like, "Oh shit!"
Final Fantasy
Hey.
IX, best
This is
Final
gonna be
Fantasy.
awesome.
Speaking of, what website are we talking about?
That's true.
Don't give it to him. Don't give it to him.
We should.
What was that website, Cappy, that you bought it from?
Redbubble.
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 Ah.
Final Fantasy
Redbubble
IX.
has a lot of like you can. It's got like posters and wall scrolls and all kinds of stuff. And I know they've got a whole bunch of like preloaded options, but I think you can customize them as well. You can like send an image and they'll put it up as long as it's not like horribly copyrighted or something.
You know, I
Can
was
I get a
expecting
peach
a
at,
wall tapestry
wall
to
scroll?
be a lot more
T-shirts.
expensive.
Yeah, they're not that expensive. Like they're certainly not like ultra cheap or anything, but they're definitely not super expensive.
Yeah. Which one did she get?
She's got one that's like this. It's this blue and purplish Starfield, and then there's the N7 red stripe down like a quarter of it.
Nice.
So it's really classy. It doesn't say Mass Effect on it, but if you know Mass Effect, you look at that and you're like, that's the N7 stripe right
Yeah.
down the.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, this is a problem.
There used to be a website that I ordered stuff like all my anime nerd shit off of, and I still
Was it animenerdshit.com?
it could have been like I don't remember what it was. Like I was ordering.
I don't remember what it.
You know what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah,
don't
I
you?
mean, I do.
Yeah, because I think you're the one that told me about it.
Yeah,
And like I was ordering
terrible.
wall scrolls. I ordered Pocky off this shit.
man, there is a VV shirt that I really want now. Holy crap! It's just so simplistic.
Oh, that's
You're looking
really
at
cool.
the Redbubble stuff?
Oh yeah, as soon as you said Final Fantasy IX, it was like, oh what? Let's talk Final Fantasy
Yeah.
IX, best Final
Yeah,
Fantasy.
she
second best.
in her 700-hour let's play. It wasn't a let's play. In her 700-hour playthrough, what's the card game in that called?
Tetramaster.
Tetramaster. Apparently, you can get a maximum score in Tetramaster, and if you the game developers never anticipated any player ever getting the maximum score in Tetramaster. So if you get the highest score physically possible, the game glitches out and has like random trash code where your score is.
Nice.
Wow,
And that's all it does. It doesn't do anything else. It just puts trash data there. And she was like, I found that was a thing and I want to do that. So she ended up playing for 700 hours to accomplish that.
Damn.
And then she was like, cool. All right, I'm done then.
By the way,
That's my end game.
Yeah.
that
Well, she beat the game after that, but
Yeah.
still.
the card game in Final Fantasy IX, that's
Yeah,
a great
Tetramaster.
card game.
Yeah.
I really like that
I
card
watched
game.
her play. I mean, she played for 700 hours. Of course, I saw her play periodically.
Mhm.
But apparently you have to get like all unique cards and they all have to have unique arrow layouts, and then you have to maximize the level of every single card, and then you have to win every single match against every other Tetramaster player in the game.
Yeah.
And if you accomplish all these things, it gives you like the maximum possible score, and the game's just like scratch out this trash
You know
data.
You know what's crazy is they must have like whoever works at Square and is making their card games, because every game that's had a card game has been a really cool one, like Triple Triad,
pretty
Final
sure-
Fantasy VIII.
I'm pretty sure they have like some obsessive tabletop role-playing card game people that work there.
Yeah, it's probably it's probably like a
it'll
game
help
they made
develop
up
that.
while they're just like on break. They're just playing. They're making card games. So like the producer walks by, is like, make this into game.
Now,
And then-
all right.
And then they did the fucking underwater football game in
Yeah.
Final Fantasy X.
Blitzball!
Ugh.
Hey, Lucid, I sent you something on Discord.
That was so sad. Oh,
Die more and more.
I was
Isn't that one of her lines?
Yes.
Ooh.
I was a terrible person when it came to Final Fantasy IX. I got all the way to the final boss battle.
Yeah.
I tried to beat the boss, I think 3 or 4 times.
Kuja.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a bitch.
And
Kuja's the
Kuja-
hottest chick in that game.
well, specifically, what I was talking about is the gigantic chromatic orb that you had to fight at the end. I fought it 3 or 4 times, couldn't beat it. I put the game down literally for 10 years. I'm not lying. I never finished the game for 10 years. And then I picked the game up. I turned the PlayStation on, loaded my save. I beat the boss in 5 minutes. I was like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah.
Why did I have so much trouble with this in the past? This makes no sense.
It's such a weird thing with like those games. It's like you put them down.
I did that with Skies of Arcadia Legends the first time I played it. Couldn't beat the final boss and put it down for like not that long, obviously. Put it down for like a week and came back and beat it on my first try. And I was like, God damn it.
It's like I was looking forward to more playtime.
I don't think I've ever had that happen to me.
I've had it happen in several games.
Shut up, Cody. He's like, I always one-shot the final bosses. I don't know what to do.
Definitely don't one-shot them.
Have you got to the end of Legend of Dragoon yet?
I beat the first disc.
Oh, wait till you get to the end.
So that's a no.
Yeah. I've never beaten the game before. I've never gotten past the first disc. I've never even reached the end of the first disc. So
I really hope you get to the end of this game because it's one of the hardest games that I ever beat.
Oh, I will.
It was grueling.
It is insanely hard at the end.
Like,
I didn't know you've played it, Matt.
I never beat it. I played through probably 70% of it, and then Cappy picked it up and she beat it.
like, I got it from here.
Cappy is hands down way better at RPGs than I am.
Yeah.
Like now I'm talking JRPGs like Final Fantasy, Legends of Dragoon, stuff like that. If you give her like a Skyrim or something, I don't know because she's never really played one, to my knowledge. But
I remember beating Legends of Dragoon. That I mean, buckle in, man, because it's a marathon. Yeah. Man, like you're like finally, Jesus! Oh no!
No! What would you say? The final of Legend of Dragoon, or is it was it Emerald Weapon? I think in Final Fantasy VII.
Emerald Weapon ain't shit.
Or was it Ruby? One of them was.
One of them was bonkers ass hard.
Yes, I can't remember if it was Emerald or Ruby.
But here's the thing, like, Emerald or whichever one it was. I mean, they're hard, but they're not 8 stages hard.
Oh shit!
All right, let me just say this real quick. I need to talk about the Legend of Dragoon when it comes to me, so I'm gonna let Matt finish.
All right, Matt. What else has been going on?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
Right.
Did you watch any cool movies? Are you doing anything cool?
I'm not a very cool person.
You're super cool, man.
No.
No, you wouldn't invite you. You cool.
I did start running the Uldir raid, which is the final raid that's currently available in Battle for Azeroth.
Nice.
So we can get 2/3 of the way through that raid before we can't beat the next boss. So we're making progress.
Very cool. I wish I could play.
The end.
And I'm done.
My last 2 weeks have been very, very full of work.
Yeah.
So
Life always gets in the way.
Why can't we just play video games all day?
Yeah, I know.
We're working on it.
One day.
One day it'll be a thing.
And there are some days where I wish I could go back to World of Warcraft.
I wish I could go back to Guild Wars.
You can.
No,
I can't.
you can never go home.
I did.
It's not what I remember.
Hashtag not my Warcraft.
Honestly, hashtag not my Warcraft. Watching you play it, like it's nostalgic in a sense, but then there's just so much that I'm like, man, this is not the game that I love.
It's so weird though, because when I went back to start playing it, I was shocked with how much they removed from the game, from the control schemes, from all your different stat options. There's like 3 statistics you have to pay attention to, and even them you can half pay attention to. And everything else is just default. You don't have to pay attention to, like, if you get a piece of armor that drops off of an enemy, if it drops, like if it's a boss out of a dungeon, if it drops for you, you can use it. the bosses don't drop stuff to your character that your character cannot physically use.
That's cool.
Oh, that's cool.
And now it may not be a replacement for your gear, obviously,
But it's something you can
but
use.
it is something you can use. And the whole talent trees have been reduced to like 6 options instead of 40.
I missed the 40 though.
I do too, honestly. The glyph system has been completely removed from the game, so that's not even a thing anymore that people can get confused about.
Okay, I
pretty
like
much-
the glyph system, but I think that was a good move.
Pretty much every class in the game, you can play at heroic difficulty without actually getting good. You can just fumble through heroics
That's how I do
and
life.
you're fine. If you try to do rating or you try to do mythic difficulty, you actually have to like really pay attention to what you're doing. But like back in the day when heroics was the hardest thing, you know, that stuff was hard.
God,
And
back-
nowadays it's just like I can just trip over everything in heroics and it's fine.
Back in the day, you had to know the fights for non-heroics. Like, it did not
Yeah.
matter what dungeon you were doing. You had to know, because otherwise you were done for.
It's still, I mean, obviously it's still better if you know how the fights work, and it makes your life a little easier.
Yeah.
But no, pretty much like if you go into a standard dungeon with 1 tank, 1 healer, and 3 damage dealers like you normally would, if your healer is paying attention, he can heal through anything the boss is going to do to you anyway. So even if you don't dodge the ability, like there's a few things here and there that are going to one-shot you, but I mean, 90% of the stuff, a good healer can heal you through it. It's not really a problem anymore.
Gotcha.
So they've really casualed it down.
I gotcha.
This conversation specifically makes me miss City of Heroes
Mhm.
so much.
Hey, TJ, we should go back to Guild Wars.
One day, man.
Don't you play the tiny violin?
I've got it.
I like my
installed and I'm waiting.
superheroes, man.
That game was the shit. I think about that game all the time.
Me too.
I mean, I've got 3 art pieces of my character from City of Heroes in my room. That's how much I love that game.
I don't have anything to remember my rogue by from WoW.
Nerd.
Shut up.
Like my video game nerds.
Hey, my character was great. I've got fucking fan art of him. He's awesome.
The Grand Neo Show.
Super cool.
But yeah,
dude.
that's it for me.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Cody. Let's hear about.
Yeah. Well, that's the most interesting part of my week. So I'm going to start it off with
Boring
I
stuff.
was like, the yeah, was the most interesting part.
yeah. the boring stuff.
We're going to start with boring things.
I gotta work up to it. You know, I gotta
Gotta lay the foundation.
save it for the end. Right. So boring stuff. Statistics still sucks. Told you guys I was gonna give you an update every week. I feel like I'm actually kind of starting to understand it though, so that's better. Kind of, sort of. I got a 96 on my last test, and I've got another test Monday or Tuesday. So
Awesome.
that's
Good
good.
job.
You
Proud of
should
you.
probably figure out when that test actually is.
It's Monday or Tuesday. I'm gonna take it Tuesday.
So you got your
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah.
it's like it's Monday or Tuesday. I don't give a shit if it's Monday. I'm taking it Tuesday.
It is
I don't-
available from Monday at like 11 until Tuesday at like 4, I think.
That's
Oh,
Oh, I
amazing.
forget this is all online for you. That's right.
Well, this test is proctored. I actually have to go on campus to take it.
That's my kind of.
Is it one of those where you have to go on campus, but then you sit in front of a computer and take it online anyway?
No, I think it's a paper test.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I've had one of those classes before where they're like, this is an online course, but all the quizzes have to be done in person on campus. And then I would go to campus and I'd go into a computer lab and sit down and log in and just do it. And I'm like, what?
And never talk to
Why
anyone
do
while
I
you're
have
there.
to do this here? Yeah. And I guess it's probably because they've got somebody there to watch because it's an open book test, but it's not like open anything.
Open
Right.
Wikipedia.
Google's not going to help me with statistics. I'm sorry.
It's where you need Wolfram Alpha.
God.
I've never
but yeah.
understood Wolfram.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's above me. I would explain it to you, but I couldn't.
Mathematical.
Pretty much math shit. It's like a math thing.
Look, man, I just figured out what the
Calculator
shoot, I don't
does?
even- Yeah, honestly.
Scientific mode.
I walk into the tutoring center, sit down, go, hey, how do I do this on my calculator?
Let me break out the abacus.
Well,
Hey man, I was in calculator club. Remember?
Yeah.
It was a throwback for you.
My TI-82.
All right, Matt. How does the TI-84 work?
I used the 83. I can't help you.
Had Pokemon installed on.
I could figure out how to play Snake.
Yeah,
That was about the extent of it.
I seen it.
I could do that on the 84.
You probably can. I want to say I seen someone had Pokemon on one of their.
Someone had
TI
Doom on one of theirs.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
I don't know how to feel about that.
That was probably the TI-92 because that one wasn't a calculator. It was a calculator that you held like this.
Yeah.
Ugh,
It was like a Game Gear almost.
that's intimidating.
It
And
was.
I thought the graphing calculator I have was intimidating. Like when it was first handed to me, I looked at all the buttons and I went, "What do I even need those for?" Now I know what I need those for.
It was. They had it on a TI-83 and a TI-89.
Damn. Cool.
And but yeah, so
Math.
that's where I'm at right now. Math. But I'm doing it. I got a 96 on my last quiz.
Woo.
I've got like a 93%, I think, in the class overall so far.
Woo.
Good job, man.
So I'm gonna keep pushing that, and hopefully I'll do it.
He's smart.
Yeah.
I've literally got an army of tutors at my back, constantly reminding me, if you need help, you text me. Doesn't matter if I'm on the clock or not. If you need help, you text me. So
You can text
Good
me, but
people,
not for
man.
help. I can't help you.
I'll
TJ
text
can't help
you.
you in math.
I can help you spell things. I can spell real good.
Spell really
How do you-
well.
how do you spell correlation?
CORRELATION.
Yes.
I think that's right.
Yep. You got it.
Hey Google.
Let me Google this real quick. KORIALETIAN.
I hate when there's a word like I don't even know how to start to spell this, so I'm like, oh wait, and on PC I just hit the mic button and I pull it on my phone. I'm like, correlation. It spells it out. I'm like, neat.
Ain't technology grand.
It's awesome.
But yeah. So aside from my schoolwork endeavors, I have been. Honestly, I think the only games I've played recently have been Overwatch, RimWorld, and The Legend of Dragoon.
I love Legend of Dragoon. Fuck man, that was such a good game. I'm so glad you're playing it.
You know what made Legend of Dragoon really hard for me when I first picked it up?
What's that?
I was using a wireless controller.
Oh.
And there was like a quarter-second input lag.
Yeah.
And that I got really good at anticipating quarter-second input lag. And then I went to a wired controller, and it took me like 4 days to figure out the combos again. Because I could not get over. I was like, oh my God. But this is back when like the controllers had like 4-foot cords.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want to sit a foot away from my TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I had to because we had a small TV. You had to sit as close as possible to it.
Like, wait a minute.
Pretty much.
So, what's happened to me with The Legend of Dragoon recently was
Oh, bonkers. I watched this on stream. It was great.
so Matt, you remember when I upgraded my PC from Windows 8.1 to Windows 10?
Sure.
Okay.
I thought he was frozen for a second.
I guess.
So this was when I had to get you to help me with like, what was it, Shadow something to make a backup of my hard drive because it wasn't updating and I had to wipe my hard drive to reinstall Windows.
Yeah. I walked you through using Shadow Protect.
Yeah, that one. Thank you so much. Anyway, so when I got Windows 10 on my computer and then I reinstalled everything and got the emulators and copied it all over in the save files and everything, corrupted my save data and I couldn't load up The Legend of Dragoon again. So
Cool.
I worked very hard to convince my brother to send me his physical copies of the game so that way I could play them on my PlayStation and send it through the capture card, right?
Well, you could have, if that hadn't panned out, I could have sent you my copy. I sent you like like 10 other games.
Yeah, I know.
Why didn't you just say, hey, send me your Legend of Dragoon?
I
I'll be
don't
honest
think
with
you listed them. I think you only listed PS2 games.
in storage. I
Yeah,
have
that's
Legend of
probably
Dragoon
true.
also. Still in the case.
Anyway, so I literally have his entire case of games. So I've got a bunch of Final Fantasy and Wild Arms and a whole bunch of other games. And so I was like, finally, I can play The Legend of Dragoon. So after the semester ended during the summer, I was, finally got it and was trying to get it to work. And I just could not for the life of me get it to read right. The screen was very pixelated because it was going through an upscaler into my capture card, and it was showing up super weird on the TV. It was like offset like 3 inches and up a little bit, and it looked awful.
Mhm.
So I finally got an updated emulator, took the ROMs over, or the ISOs, whatever, loaded up, still didn't have my save file. I was really sad, so I was like, I'm just gonna have to start over. I was already like 10 hours into the game, but I was just gonna start over. So I started over. I played for like 4 hours, stopped. The next day, went to go play again. My save was gone.
It was just blank.
It was just empty. I was like, after all that time I spent playing it, gone. So on stream, I'm sitting there. I'm like, okay, let me see if there's just some weird disconnect between the memory cards, the virtual memory cards, and the ISO and everything. So I shut it down, went into the files, and everything was there, everything as it should be. Loaded it back up, still empty. Loaded it down, went into the emulator's memory card settings, didn't change a thing, just looked at it, saw that it was there, loaded it back up. I had my original corrupted save file back, the 10 hours.
The 4-hour save was still gone though.
I have no idea what happened to it. But I got my original 10 hours back.
And then he spent the whole stream trying to remember what the hell he was doing.
I spent like the first 20 or 30 minutes trying to figure out where I left off and what I needed to do. I pulled up my old videos, played that as a refresher.
Did not help.
Wow.
Finally, I looked up a walkthrough and was like, okay, you were here. This is what you need to do. All I had to do was leave town.
There's like a cutscene that starts explaining stuff now.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I just had to leave town and they were like, here's where you need to go next. I was like, oh, thank God.
Last time
And
on the Legend
There's a roller coaster of emotions. I'm trying to edit video and I was just like, I'll watch this.
It was so hard. And so I played for the next like 3.5 hours, and I experienced a lot of emotion and had to get used to a new character's moveset. If you remember Albert.
Is he green?
Yeah, he's green.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Green 2, the copy, Electric Boogaloo, I had to get used to his moveset because even though it's the same, it was different.
Mm-hmm.
And it infuriated me.
Yeah.
But I beat the first disc, and I was just like, I can't believe I finally beat the first disc.
With hammers?
Yeah.
So wait a minute. What happened to Albert?
Oh, it's just that Albert is his moveset's just slightly different.
Oh.
Yes.
I don't remember shit except for I played the game a lot.
Something happens,
Yeah.
and his move set is the same, but all the buttons are different.
No, all the buttons are the same. It's the timing that's different.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
That's what I'm sorry. I meant like the buttons on the screen are different
Yeah.
as they're going all like
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
like
so-
that.
And instead of it being like half a second before you have to press the button, it's like half a second and then like 15 milliseconds.
Yeah.
Like it's just so minutely different, but like I press the button and it's too early. Press the button, it's too late. I'm like, come on.
And then he tried to do something that was just absurd. And he replaced Rose with Haschel. I was like,
Yeah,
what are you
I wa-
doing? Stop that
I
right
wanted-
now.
I wanted to play with Haschel for a little bit, and everyone gave me flack, so I had to switch back to Rose. It's Dart, Albert, and Rose, and I
You never play with Haschel.
really
Just throughout the entire game, just don't use him at all.
He shouldn't even be in the game.
He's a hot pile of garbage.
really.
I'm sure he's useful, and some people have probably like made it to where he's the best in every situation. But it's much easier to do anything else with other characters.
Yeah.
It's like how apparently Shauna is one of the most powerful of them all, but you actually have to play her and level her up.
Yeah. She's amazing, but she's like the hardest one to level.
I think she was always on my team. I think I had Dart, Shauna, and Rose the entire time.
Yeah, that's most people do that for like 90% of the game.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about getting rid
with
of
an Albert in and out.
I'm thinking about removing Albert and going with Shauna just so I can try her out.
As you should.
Shauna, na, na, na.
My thinking was I was probably like 13 or 14 when I played that game, so it was me and two hot 13 polygon girls just going out saving the world, man.
Woo!
Nice.
Torpedo chicks.
It's like fucking fist bump, Dart. What up? Living the dream.
Saving the world.
But now,
even though everyone knows that Dart's true love was Lavitz.
What?
Yeah,
No.
they had such a bromance going on, man.
You can be bros without being romantically involved.
You don't understand.
Fight here.
It was being shipped all the way. That ship sailed. Shauna could see it.
No, I do. I really do love that game. It was an amazing game, and I would say it was as good as Final Fantasy VIII, or I'd put it up with any Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and I literally tomorrow I think I'm gonna try and get up early just so I can start streaming early and play that game.
Yeah.
Cody.
Yes, Matt.
Do you have a GameCube?
No, but I have a Wii.
Okay.
I don't have.
Remind me after.
No, but
Remind
I
me
have a
after
car.
the stream. Well, the Wii can play GameCube.
Yeah.
discs.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just being shitty.
I think I even have a game crew. A game
Game crew.
Game crew.
A game crew.
You got a Wavebird or something?
Hey, I've got Wavebirds.
Remind you to what?
Remind me that you have a Wii, and I asked you if you had a GameCube after the thing.
Yeah,
Well,
secret plans over here.
Secret.
I've got a game that I've bought the game 3 times, all on GameCube, and I think I want to send you a copy
Okay.
and get you to play it.
Okay.
It's really good.
I gotta figure out where my Wii is.
Whisper.
Cody, take
Bust
your
out your
headphones off.
Wii, yo.
Secret.
Take your headphones
That
off.
also reminds me. One of my coworkers said that he was gonna give me one of his older box square TVs, so that way I could play some of these older games on without the aspect ratio being super crappy.
You just got to get the right upscaler, man.
Yeah, I can send you a link to a really good upscaler. It's
please
one we
do.
use. It's one we use. It's cheap
Yeah.
and it works fucking great.
It is amazing.
Please do, because for some reason the one that I have just likes to stretch everything and like send it all every which way, and it just looks terrible.
Yeah.
when it's capturing.
We will hook you up.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, so I'll remind both of you to send me the links to the important things.
Please do remind me because I will immediately forget.
Yeah.
TJ's already forgotten, so it's done. So
What is
There you
that?
What do I do again?
what did you do with it?
That also reminds me, speaking of TJ and him already forgetting things, made me think of Neo Scum, and
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm on like episode 20 now.
Nice.
And dude, I can't stop listening to it.
It's good, yeah.
It is so funny.
Yeah.
Is he
And-
is that the Shadowrun
Yeah.
esque?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Shadowrun. It's just they cut out all the technical bits.
Yeah, all the
Okay.
dice rolling.
Shadowrun is so good.
Yeah.
Never played it before, but
It's stupid good.
Yeah.
I am
I want to run
very
a
much
campaign
enjoying
in
this
it, but I have no idea how to play it, and I know it's complicated.
I don't know.
It's not really any more complicated than D&D, except for the fact that it's different. This sounds stupid. It's not any more complicated than D&D, except for the fact that everything is different.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah. It's just a different kind of
So, like,
complicated.
Yeah, it's the same level of complicatedness
Yeah.
as standard like 5th edition D&D was. But like other than the fact that you roll for initiative and stuff like that, everything else is different.
Yeah.
So you have to relearn all new like stats and
Mhm.
abilities and shit like that.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna have to listen to Neoscum then.
It's real good. If you like improv actors and a loosely directed narrative, it's really good.
I really enjoy that the players will just kind of add on to the narrative, so that way the GM doesn't have to sit there and think of like every little thing. They're just like, hey, this happens, and he goes, yes.
Perfect, that'll work.
Yeah, that's how we always did it in D&D.
Yeah,
like the GM directed everything, and everybody was all like, hey, could we do this? And he's all like, all right, I guess.
Yeah.
I would love that more in my games if people were like, hey, can this happen? Can we do this? Can it be this way? Because I feel like I'm constantly having to like supplement the extra stuff.
Yeah. I think it's a lot of people, especially like with this cast, is they're all improv actors and they're all friends, so they know where they can push, and and they also know how to push and how to build on a narrative just on the spot as they're going.
Yeah,
where
like,
a lot of us were not improv actors, so it would just be like, hey, and this happens, and it was like, no, none of that happens. I grew wings and flew away.
Like all the pee-pee stuff.
PP1? PP2? Oh, hello, PP2.
Okay.
PP1?
I can't wait to listen to this now.
It's just it's something like two of them do while they're like doing like all the calculations and dice rolls and shit. Like they're just bored, so they start doing that. Yeah. And it's just become a thing now.
They have a half-hour episode dedicated to all of it.
Oh my god.
Yeah. They also have on their Patreon is a whole PP Patreon tier.
I can't drink while Luce is saying pee-pee over and over.
Pee-pee.
He's all like, pee-pee wine. They have a thing on pee-pee, and I'm all like, I want a drink. Shut up.
Okay, pee-pee too. Say what?
Wow. I just started to see their character. I've never looked up any character art before, but now looking at it.
Oh yeah, they all look great. Their fan art's really cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, enough about other people's podcasts.
Yeah, we got one of our own running here.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, go give Neoscum a listen and tell him that the VGBits crew sent you.
Yeah.
Yes. We gotta kick off our D&D campaign now.
Soon.
Yeah, we do.
Yes.
Yes,
Please.
very much so.
For the love of God, please.
I know.
play.
I think. Well, right now it's all four of us, and I'm gonna be running the campaign. I may just go ahead and if y'all feel comfortable running it with 3 people,
I can do it.
then
3's no problem.
3's a company.
Then there we go.
Yeah.
Then I'll start kicking things off.
We're gonna start right now.
I think I've got a variation of the Cody. I've got a variation of the intro that that I had written for the other game.
Oh yeah.
For this one.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's gonna have like our first foray into that D&D session. It's gonna be like 2.5 to 3 hours of us just creating characters. that shit always takes forever.
Well, we can have
fun.
We can have an episode dedicated to character creation.
Yeah.
I think that would be exciting.
All right.
It'd be like
Love that shit.
Yeah.
All right. So,
my sheet says I have blue eyes, but I decided I want gray eyes.
where are the Cheetos? I love the Dead Alewives.
Can I be a 6-foot tall human halfling mix?
Cody, was there anything else that you played, or are you tapped out?
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, I've been playing a lot of RimWorld. RimWorld has become my like go-to pastime game. When I have no time to play anything else, I just throw that on. And Matt, you would probably appreciate this. I tried a new starting area, like a new starting scenario with the 5 villagers, like the tribal people. I've been really enjoying it.
One thing I'm interested in trying the 5 tribal option is because I find that I tend to focus one particular person on doing research and only research, and I finish research way too fast. And in the tribal start, once you get past the basic tribal technologies, all the other technologies, each tier increases by double the amount of technology you need to research to get it. So the next tier is twice as much as what everybody else needs. The tier after that is 3 times as much as what everybody else needs, then 4 times. So when you get to like future tech where you're researching like how to make a spaceship, it takes your tribesmen like 10 or 12 times longer than a standard gameplay in order to learn how to make a fusion generator.
You know, I
Really
thought
interesting.
that was the case because what was it? I think geothermal reactor is costing me like 6,200 right now.
Yeah,
to research.
yeah. The standard cost is like 3,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it only gets harder as you go further and further down the tree. So the tree's going to take you a long time to get down.
Right now, I'm okay with that because I have two colonists right now that are like 16 or 17 intelligence.
Oh, perfect. Easy.
Just like right off the bat, one of them came running and he's like, "Hey, save me!" I was like, "Sure." Oh, okay.
Save me! I'm smart. Please get in there right now. Watch that trap.
Just make sure if you get somebody that has like an anywhere between an 8 and a 12 for mining, you name that character Lucid and you just send him to the mines.
That's fucked up. And
I love doing anytime I get a miner, I'm all like, it's female, I don't care. Her name is Lucid. Go to the mines.
I don't understand this animosity. I thought I was a friend.
Right.
You are a friend. You're really good at getting me the really vital ore that I require.
That's I worked with the game devs. I was like, make anyone that names their miners Lucid to find all the good shit. And he's like, all right, cool, I can do that. So that's, he found the secret code.
It's worked out.
Everyone Lucid.
What?
That's nothing.
It just makes the caterpillars show up faster.
No, thank you. I don't need them.
Do not get reference.
There's an enemy in the game called the caterpillar.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't watch the stream enough.
It's a brutal enemy that can kill like half of your people in like 30 seconds.
Nice. Yeah, it's a giant mechanoid like maggot. It's like a tank basically.
Cool. Yeah, it's a huge tank, and it had, depending on which kind you get, they can have different weaponry on them. They can have like incendiary grenade launchers, which is the one Cody got. I got the one that I got 2 of them, and both of mine were rapid fire plasma cannons.
I think you had one with rocket launchers too, because I remember them shooting you with rocket launchers once.
I think that was a different game.
Oh, okay.
The one I'm thinking about where I got 2, both of them were the same. But I did get one where there was a rocket launcher, yeah. Because I kept having to move my people, and they kept running away because they were on fire, and they were like, freaking out.
Stop, drop, and roll. Come on.
Lasers, though.
But yeah, that's fun. Did I ever send you that picture of the inside of a caterpillar?
I don't think so.
Oh, I gotta go find that.
Okay.
It's like a disgruntled buffalo that's running the whole thing with like levers and stuff. It's hilarious. I'll find it later and I'll send it to you.
Oh, amazing! I can't wait.
It's stupid funny.
Oh god. Any news on the 1.0 mod updates?
1.0 is not full release yet. Is that correct?
I don't think so, but I figured that the phasing was so that modders could go in and start working on stuff now.
I don't know, because he's still making modifications to the, like, every time he goes from like 2009 to 2014 in the build number, there's I don't know what he's modifying, but he's making bug changes, bug fixes and stuff like that.
I hope that before he's done, he fixes the world generation, because I would really love to play on a large map.
Oh, you mean ones. There are originally there were mods for altering the AI to support large and extra large maps. So if he doesn't fix it, there will be a mod for an AI alteration that keeps the AI the same, but it fixes them for large sizes. Gotcha. So that you can have larger maps. Oh, dude, Cappy found it. Cappy, you are the best, yo. Cappy has got like Google foo, man. I don't know what it is. I can try to Google something for like 30 minutes and not find it, and I give her like 2 seconds and she's got it.
I like how it's even got hay inside it.
Yeah, well, he's got to eat, man.
Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah,
I'll let you look at that later.
The blood of innocent puppies, kittens, and babies.
We're at a total loss here.
It's okay. It's fine.
Oh, anyway, yep, that's me. I'm done.
Okay, it's a RimWorld thing.
Yeah.
Gotta
Sorry,
play the game to know.
You wouldn't
Gotta,
get it. It's a RimWorld thing.
You won't understand it. It's RimWorld. For me, I've been doing a whole lot of adulting lately. Not so much video game related things. I did start Final Fantasy IX again because best Final Fantasy ever.
I'm glad I brought it up earlier.
Yes. So I kicked that off. I've been playing that on my Vita. And this week I bought I Am Setsuna for the Switch.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Because I had wanted to play this back when it came out. When did it launch? I think I saw it was on Steam a while back.
Yeah, it's been on Steam for a while.
Yeah. At that time, I wanted to play it, but then I never really picked it up. And when I saw it for the Switch, I was like, okay, here's an opportunity to play a game that I've wanted to play.
Yeah.
That seems to be what the Switch is good for nowadays. It's like I am buying nothing but RPGs and then, the roguelike Dead Cells, which I still want to play more of. Outside of that, boy, howdy. I purchased a miniaturized arcade machine. Not an actual full-sized arcade, but three-quarter size arcade. I'll talk
Can't wait to get my hands on that.
I will.
For little people.
For,
Wow.
wow.
Sorry.
Oh,
was that not
man.
PC? I feel like that was PC.
Actually, I think that is the PC term.
I will. I'll touch on. I'll touch on the. I'm just glazing over it. I'm touching on the arcade. I'll touch on the arcade in the news section when it comes up. But I bought one for Galaga because Galaga is legitimately my favorite arcade game of all time. If you have a Galaga machine that's a full sized, I would be ultimately jealous of you because I love Galaga.
Is that the one with the little white ship at the bottom?
Yes.
Oh, I love that game.
This is the best. There's 3 different types of Galaga machines. You have your standalone Galaga. You got your Galaga with Mrs. Pac-Man. And then you got your Galaga with Mrs. Pac-Man in a cocktail machine.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, arcade. Now you know how I felt about RimWorld.
you get cocktails as you play Pac-Man and
no,
Galaga.
a cocktail arcade machine is one that is the screen is facing up and it's like a table. And you sit down at
that's
this
table. I got you.
Yes.
Oh,
and you play the game.
Significantly less impressive. I now no longer care.
Cody's like, we're gonna get drinks out of this machine. This is dope.
Did you ever see the 80s movie called The Wizard?
No.
Oh, it's so good. You should watch it. It's about
Cody wasn't even born in the 80s.
It's about a video game tournament from the 80s.
Yeah.
But they have one of those machines and he's playing Ninja Gaiden on it. And it looks amazing.
Great game, by the way.
Ninja Gaiden.
Ninja Gaiden? Yeah.
Oh, it's Fred Savage.
Yeah, dude.
I should totally watch that.
Yeah, dude.
It's a good movie.
Do I have it?
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's. If I may be mistaken, but the last time I checked a couple of years ago, it was not released on DVD, or Blu-ray. It's just it has not gone anywhere.
Disappointing.
It's the internet. I guarantee you can find it.
Oh yeah.
I'm not.
I think the last time I watched it somehow on YouTube.
I love how I somehow watch things sometimes.
Well, it was on YouTube, so it's not like I downloaded anything,
Right.
but it just so happened that the whole movie was there.
Yeah.
Like when we watched Mr. Headmistress.
Yes, exactly.
Whoa, what?
Mr. Headmistress?
It's a comedy.
Oh,
with,
good. Because I was going to say I'm
with
not really
a dude
into that
that
genre of...
you'll never remember the actor's name, but when you see his face, you'll go, "Oh, that guy."
Yeah.
Shoot. God, I just had it.
Oh, that guy.
I was going to say Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Third Rock from
his
the
name
Sun.
is.
Man, he was good in that too.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Nope. His name is
Spider-Man.
Batman.
Harland Williams.
Yeah, Harlan Williams.
That name sounds very familiar.
It's
Yeah.
also got Katie Seagal in it.
Nice. Steven Seagal's daughter.
Let me
Oh,
refresh
that guy.
delusion. It's Leela.
Oh, yeah, that Katie Seagal. Yes.
Yes.
From
Wait, who?
from Married with
Leela
Children.
from Futurama.
Yeah, she also played Leela.
Leela Taronga.
She was
or
also
whatever.
Taronga
in Sons of
Taronga.
Anarchy.
Yeah, Sons of Anarchy.
Yes.
Apparently, you can watch The Wizard on YouTube Movies for $3.
It's an exceptional movie. You should watch it. It's really good.
How does
Oh,
he
it's
know
got
about the
Bridges
warp
in it,
whistle?
too.
Mm-hmm. And Christian Slater.
And then you could
And-
run OBS while you're watching that, and then you can watch it later for free. Nobody heard that from me.
I've certainly never done that before with video recording software, because that's not legal.
That's correct.
And we are moral people.
Don't.
Morally
Absolutely.
bankrupt.
You wouldn't download a car, would you?
Damn right I would.
What was that? What was that one thing I see on like Immature every once in a while? That's a picture of this guy racing Godzilla on ATVs,
Oh,
and below it it says "Do not attempt." And then the response to that is all like, "If I have a chance to race Godzilla on ATVs, try and stop me."
Right? Yeah.
All I need is Godzilla.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I just need
We
Godzilla.
should get a Godzilla suit. We just go right around the neighborhood.
Have somebody change. Hey, just have somebody riding one of those Tyrannosaurus Rex blow-up costumes on one of the ATVs. The other person
would
on the other one
totally
goes,
do
"Ah!" Man,
You'd have
that's
to
a
set up some rigging to make sure the head stayed facing forward. But
It's just bent back the whole time.
it's just like flopping back there.
that's doable. That's a terrible idea for a video. I should do.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you'd start the video with that little picture of like, just try and stop me.
Cut to.
And then you just rip them down the street.
It's like nobody's in our neighborhood right now. Let's do it. Come on, let's go. We need cameramen though.
Yeah, we'd have to somebody in a camera car.
Yeah. That's feasible if we get everybody together.
We gotta do it on 380.
Yeah. yeah, let's do it on 380. That's a great idea.
Do it like 3 a.m. Nobody's out.
Except for the cops.
They won't catch us. Anyways.
Anyways,
They wouldn't dare chase Godzilla.
No way, dude.
not on ATVs. 3 a.m. I really haven't played any other games. I am waiting for my arcade machine to absorb my life now. I am so excited for that. Man, the thing is only $299.
That's crazy.
It is.
Oh, really? The one I looked up was like $500. I'm so proud of you for spending significantly less than I thought.
Aha! Yeah!
That's
a bet.
I almost bought a Soul Calibur 2 arcade machine once. It was a
Oh,
4-player
dude.
one.
Oh my
I played
God.
Yeah.
so much Soul Calibur 2.
Yeah, it
Man,
was so good.
I think we all did probably.
Yeah.
I played a lot of Soul Calibur too.
Who was the Chinese guy in Soul Calibur that had like 2 weird shaped swords?
Yoshimitsu.
Because that
No.
Yoshi, no.
What's a Yoshi?
'Cause I'm-
I feel like he's in every game.
I'm trying to remember because that was the guy I rolled with all the time. Like I owned with him.
They were like Kokris, weren't they?
I think so. I think
Or
I want to
Tonfas?
say his name start. Huh?
Were they Tonfas?
Tonfas are the sticks.
Oh, no.
No, it wasn't
That's
Sticks.
Talum has the sticks.
Hold on
Yeah,
one second.
not her.
I played Talum.
Talum was a
That's-
lady.
I fucking wreck house with Talum.
I am looking up character list for Soul Calibur 2.
Hey, Mike, while you listen to this, you let Axel know that I'm ready to beat his ass in Soul Calibur, the new one coming out. Just tell him I'm ready. Just show him this part. Just like I beat him that one time in Blaze Blue, and then that one time in Tekken, and that one time in Injustice.
Okay, there's the dual Katars.
Oh, Hong Yun Sung.
Yoon Sung,
right?
yeah.
That dude, I was really good with that guy.
Yeah, he's a really good character.
I was a Raphael player.
Oh, gross! Isn't he the one with the rapier?
Yes.
Oh, fuck that guy so hard.
Oh.
Honestly, I think Maxie's worse than Raphael, but I hate Raphael too.
Raphael, everybody I ever played with Raphael, all they ever did was do like the forward lunge to try
Yeah.
to keep you as far as possible.
Jab.
And you're like, I was like, fucking, let's combo, dude. Get in here. Dude.
Fight me, you fuck.
Stop being so scared.
I did not only lunge. Lunging was part of the combo.
Guess what? We're playing on the arena soon.
Soul Calibur 2?
I will bring out Soul Calibur. Do you have it?
I don't have it.
I think I have it.
If you have Soul Calibur 2, I'll play Soul Calibur.
I have it on the Dreamcast.
I played Soul
We have a
Calibur.
Dreamcast.
I have a Dreamcast.
I have to go up storage because I need to pay it off because they're gonna throw out my shit.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't lose that stuff.
Yeah, most of it out there is garbage, anyways.
Yeah, I have a Dreamcast. I can do this.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of the arena, Moan and Throwing is coming up
Saturday, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Which this
I
will
was
be
just
out
about to ask.
afterwards. We'll have Moan and Throwing. It is Cody and myself versus TJ and Curtis.
I don't remember what's coming up Tuesday.
And the Tuesday following that
You
was...
can probably get to it faster than I can.
Yeah, I'm working on it right now. I want to say it was Towerfall.
Oh, yeah, I think it is Towerfall.
Yes, Towerfall. The first episode of Towerfall. If you've never played Towerfall, shame on you.
Good game.
Oh my God, this game is so great. And by the way, we've started practicing with Parsec
Yeah.
to see how well Parsec would work. Parsec lets you play local multiplayer games over the internet. It was flawless for TJ
So
and I to play.
Download this.
Yes, you do
right?
need to download Parsec, and we need to try Parsec and try, because if we can do more Towerfall, this is going to be a thing to do.
All right, the installer is downloaded.
Cool. So outside of other gaming things that I've done, I've just been adulting my whole life, and there's a big reason why I've been doing a lot of adulting lately. You'll probably hear about it soonish, I believe, and that'll be an interesting thing. So outside of that, I guess we can go ahead and move on to the news.
Hey, can we take a break real quick?
We can also take a break.
Like a 5-minute break.
We need to take a 5-minute break. We can take a 5-minute break. Before we move on to the news, we're going to take a 5-minute break. So we will be right back after this short break.
Yeah.
And we're back.
Welcome back.
Oh, boy, I didn't know I left.
That was me that left.
It was you. Hey, now
too.
we're going to go back and we're going to roll on now into the news, or try at least getting to the news again. And this week, we're going to talk about
The hottest topic
on the
internet right
on
now.
the internet. Yeah,
Gaming news. Gaming culture is on fire with this shit.
the internet is literally
Fortnite?
humping air as much as it can right now with Bowsette.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought this was more Fortnite.
No.
Go.
Fortnite don't hold a candle.
I
to
would
Bowsette.
literally rather play Fortnite than deal with this.
I don't
right
know why
now.
you hate it.
Hey Daniel, let's go play Fortnite.
All right, well, we'll go play Fortnite. Let them talk about Bowsette right now.
Well, Matt's like, I am out of the loop on this one.
He is. You have missed this one.
Tell us about it. Tell us
Okay,
about
so what has happened, and this is where it all stems from, Nintendo had put out we actually talked about this too.
Yeah.
A little royal crown that was a power-up in the new Super Mario Brothers Deluxe U that's coming out for the Switch, where Toadette can acquire the crown power-up and become a Peachette version of herself.
Yeah.
So she looks just like Peach. Everybody was like, what implications does this have on the internet? This is crazy. There's so much potential backstory now, and they're all talking about how Princess Toadstool was like original fungus person, and she was withholding all these crowns from all the other toads. It was interesting stuff. Then somebody made a comic. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the comic was funny. It was in reference to Super Mario Odyssey, where Peach, at the end of the game, shoves her hand in Bowser and Mario's face and goes, no, because they were both chasing her. And then they get a hold of the Royal Crown power-up, and they put it on Bowser.
If just before you go on, if anyone wants to find this, it's by Twitter user at AYYK92.
Credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
The comic was funny.
It was funny. It was a good comic.
It was good. So then, at the very last, you see Bowsette and Mario walking off together in arm in arm and grinning and all sorts of things to leave to your imagination to happen with a confused Peach. Hooray, the internet did a thing. They created Bowsette.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. Quit humping the air over this.
No.
My God, they have beaten this into the ground so much now. Now they've got all these other different characters that they're like, well, we got to put this crown on everything. First up, Bowser's never had a Mario power-up in his life. So this just, you might as well just, like, wipe that clean.
Listen, Rule 32, or is it 34?
34.
Rule 34 does not care for canon rules.
I don't care. I do.
Yeah,
it's the rules of the game. So therefore it applies in life.
No.
Yeah.
As we've all known, the rules of video games do not exist in life.
Yes, they do.
No, there's no pause.
Fan art is a different thing, but I mean, look, I'm okay with the whole Bowsette thing. Mm-hmm. It's a neat thing, but when you start beating into the ground, like literally, there is a change.org petition to make Bowsette a real thing.
Of course there is. That's
Stop!
A part of me is like, yeah, actually, I would like that.
No!
Now, here's the thing. Because there's not, okay, this is going to sound off hokey and shit, but there's not enough female characters in the Mario universe. And we need another one. We need an evil female character.
We don't need a Bowsette.
We need Bowsette.
No.
Yes.
That is literally... It's Bowser just dressed up as Peach.
No, it could be a whole new character.
Then create a new character.
I would be okay if they created a, for lack of a better phrase, and this is going to be, everybody's going to be like, but that's what this is. A female Bowser, like a actual love interest for Bowser that's the same kind of thing.
Yes.
That the princess is for Mario.
Yes.
But I feel like making Bowser a woman is awkward.
Now here's the thing.
It doesn't make
sense.
The
thing, because right now culture is on the side of Bowsette because Bowsette is male to female trans person. So go her. Yeah, go Bowsette. Hell yeah. High five.
I'm fine with all of that.
I know.
It's just
I don't know. Okay, here's the thing. No, I don't think it should be a character in the Mario universe.
Thank God.
I love the idea. I love the idea of Bowsette, and I like the idea that, you know, people are going with it, but it should stay where it is. On the internet, fan thing, it's cool. You know, Nintendo's doing their thing where they do not acknowledge anything that happens on the internet with any of their characters.
Thank God.
They're like, they're just like, no comment. Because the same thing happened not too long ago, and I forget what it was. But they were just like, nah, no comment. Not us.
So, I mean, literally, this is how bad it is. And I've bookmarked like 4 or 5 different websites because when I was looking at this, you can now play as Bowsette in Super Mario 64.
Nice. You say bad, I say good. Like
there's a Bowsette fan event being held in Japan.
Nice. If anyone's interested on Reddit, r/Bowsette, hit them up.
Here's an article from VentureBeat. This is what surprised me. This is where this is where I say stop. Mm-hmm. Pornhub Bowsette searches went from 0 to 500,000 in 3 days.
It went up 5,000, like 5,900%. It was fucking crazy.
I've got the percentage down here.
Yeah.
The search for Bowser went up 51,882%.
51,000.
51,882%.
Yeah.
And the search for Bowsette in 3 days went 323,179%.
I don't understand how that's. I don't understand how that's a valid percentage if the previous search was 0.
Yeah, it's very new.
That's the thing.
Over 3 days. Like, it started like someone's like, oh, that's a cool, I wonder if anybody's fan art. So, like, maybe 10 people looked on Pornhub and like, oh, nothing. And then the whole internet's like, oh, shit. And they start looking and there's still nothing. But, you know, the whole internet's looking.
The internet machine is turning out insane amounts of this fan art. According to Pornhub, what they're looking for is exactly what you expected. Bowsette porn, Bowsette hentai, and Bowsette cosplay.
Hey, speaking of Bowsette cosplay, kudos to the cosplayers that jumped on this with a quickness. Jessica Negri did one.
Yep.
Okay, throwing something together that fast within 3 days is an impressive
That's
feat.
impressive.
Like,
Let's
and
be
it,
fair. There was very little to that costume other than
For Jessica Negri,
black
true.
spandex and spikes.
yeah.
True.
Well, here's the thing though. Like, she made a lot of the stuff out of stuff she already had, and the crown was made by someone else.
Right. Well, she
But-
got a raw version of the crown and
Yeah.
painted it.
Yeah. She also did 2 versions though, which is more impressive.
One was a bikini and the other
Hey,
one was a
man.
one piece.
Don't you know? No shame. But I also saw that on Reddit there was another cosplayer, and I forget who her name was, but she also
She
did one.
Bowsette.
No, this is
Oh,
one. That
I
did.
saw there's one in Japan that did a Bowsette.
Nice.
I did see the Bowsette one as well.
Yes.
But kudos to them. Like, here's the thing. Like, this is a big cultural. At least now, it's it's gonna blow over in a week.
Hopefully less.
I don't mind. Like, I'm all for bizarre ass fan. People are like, this dude's fucking weird. But look, it's not hurting anybody, so I'm totally
it's-
fine with it.
let a thing be its thing. Don't sit there and run it into the ground.
Well,
Oh,
here's
but that's what the internet
the
does.
internet
I
is-
know.
it's the grinder. Something popular comes up, it's like, yeah, fuck
Everybody's
yeah,
gotta
fuck yeah.
everybody's gotta jump on the freaking bandwagon, and I'm just like, no.
But
They're like moths to a light bulb.
yeah, and it's a sexy ass light bulb.
Have you guys seen that new meme, the whole moth thing?
Oh,
What?
God. I literally cannot escape it. It's all over my Facebook, and people just keep sharing it. A moth is the new meme. It is the September meme.
what are you talking about? Just a moth?
Just a moth. A
Not the-
moth obsessed with light bulbs.
Not for the end of September.
I was starting to think it was that anime thing. Is this a meme?
Oh, God, I hate that thing. No, it's literally like... Let me just throw you into a quick Google search here with literally moth meme, and you will see all the past memes, like the guy with his girlfriend turning and looking at another girl as she walks by, is now a moth, and the girl is a lamp.
Or
Oh my god.
Speaking of that meme plus Bowsette, there was
I
that's
know.
Yeah.
the one where it's like Bowsette getting into
Bowsette.
Smash and Luigi's getting into Smash. That's so good.
So, okay, if you're gonna do this, where you're gonna throw the super crown on Bowser, where is the fan art of the super crown on Mario or Luigi?
It's there.
No,
I bet you could find it.
nope.
I'm not gonna look because I don't need that on my search history.
Marioette.
Look, see, I did a search for Marioette. I literally started trying to look for this crap, and I could not find it.
Did you find the
I did.
There's one of Waluigi who puts the crown on Yoshi and it turns to Birdo.
Wait, what?
Yeah. That shit cracked me up. He's all looking depressed and he sees the crown and Yoshi's next to him and he puts it on it and Yoshi turns to Birdo.
That's
I did
amazing.
see that one.
Birdo's one of my favorite Mario characters.
Yeah, Birdo's weird.
I love Birdo.
Here you go. This would be a good way to do Bowsette. I don't know if you can throw this picture in somehow, Daniel, but here.
Dropping it in the channel.
Yeah.
We'll have to look at it later.
Oh yeah. See, that would be what I would expect from a female Bowser-like character in the Mario universe
She looks like Bowser, but
with a wig.
feminine features and with with a wig.
Yeah,
But
there you go.
the Super Crown is not about turning people into. Yeah, no, that's not what that's not the Super Crown
I know,
does. It turns
I
them
know.
into Peach versions
I
of
know,
that character.
I know, and this is why it's a meme. But I don't want to see stuff be beaten into
Listen,
the ground.
I will tell you.
And
I will tell you
how fast this is ramped up and took off.
I will tell you the exact reason why Peach Head is popular. I get closer to my microphone so I don't sound like I'm on the other side of the room. It's because we like goth versions of flowery things.
It's the power of boners.
Yeah. Like
I mean,
when I was a young age, which I'm assuming most of these people are
20s.
Yeah.
Has to be in their 20s.
When I was in high school, goth girls, super great. Goth version of Peach, super great. I'm all about it.
This is a Bowser. No.
All it is Peach in black dress and horns.
Yep.
Except it's Bowser.
It's not.
It's
Peach. It's Bowsette.
It is Bowser. It is Bowser as Peach.
So
this is Bowser wearing a freaking mask. More or less.
Did you see the thing I posted before that, Daniel? That's probably what you're feeling right now.
Hold on, one second.
Before the Mario one.
I think your TV's gonna turn off.
I'm working on it right now. There. Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah.
This is great for an audio podcast.
I know it for the video podcast as well, because I'm probably not going to end up throwing this stuff up. But
yeah,
if I can, I will.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Just look. There's things out there.
Yeah.
It's
you want to find about Peach? It's a quick Google, or Bowsette. It's a Peach. It's a fucking words are hard right now.
Words are hard.
Google search,
Peach, it's a Peach search. Just peach it up.
Peach it up. Peach.
Anyways, on to other news.
Yeah, let's. We'll leave it at this. Stop.
No, keep doing what you're doing. Don't hurt nobody. Keep doing it.
Stop.
Go.
Find a new meme. This is over.
Simon says, keep going.
Wait till Nintendo comes back. They're gonna ruin this shit. I can feel it. They are good at ruining things.
It's like what Blizzard did with all the Overwatch art.
What'd they do?
When Overwatch first came out and people were taking the models and trying to put it into like porn scenarios.
Oh, they didn't try.
TJ's like, I've seen them.
For research purposes. I have a podcast to research.
I that was really quick research. I commend you.
It was the most popular thing on Pornhub for a long time.
Very much so.
Like, it doesn't take long anymore.
But when it first happened, I thought they sent out like cease and desist orders and stuff like that to people that were making them.
They did. They didn't stop anybody.
Nope.
No, of course it didn't stop. But
welcome to the internet.
Yeah. So just in case anybody wants to know, how do you do that? All you do is you get the character models, which are easily available online, and then you pop them into SFM, and you're good to go. Source Filmmaker. That's not a weird thing. It's just Source Filmmaker.
Yes. It's on Steam.
That sexy fun machine.
Oh, okay.
I know what TJ's coming out with next.
That's a new VG bit right there.
Badum Tish. Showing all sorts of VG bits.
All the bits and but anyway.
Those are bites.
In other news, Arcade 1-Ups 3/4 inch. I talked about this a little bit earlier. They're three-quarter inch. 3/4 scale arcade cabinets are now back in stock. They are for sale. You can get them through Walmart, Best Buy, GameStop. Well, actually, GameStop and Best Buy have a 12-in-1 arcade machine that you can only get through there. Most everything is only for sale through Walmart. You can get a Super Street Fighter 2, Galaga, Centipede, all your old arcade classic favorites. They have them in these miniaturized arcade machines. These are amazing. They were supposed to be $400. They are $300 right now.
Nice.
The ship date for these pre-orders is October 18th. So if you want one and you like arcade cabinets, but you don't want to invest in a gigantic arcade cabinet, get one of these. They will be gone soon. They have 17-inch LCD monitors built into them, which is pretty nice.
Wait, how big?
17-inch.
Oh, nice.
So not terrible, but good size. Really nice, real clean. So check that out. It's on Walmart's website. Search Arcade 1-Ups, and you will see all of them. And finally, that I want to talk about, keeping it short and sweet, Bumblebee, the new trailer that come out for the Bumblebee movie. Super cool. I'm glad that they finally are using the G1 models for the Transformers instead of whatever the hell Michael Bay did to them. Mm-hmm. I am so stoked that Soundwave looks like a tape deck, like he should. Thank you. That's all I've got.
I'm sorry, could you stick your mic a little bit further down your throat?
No.
Are you trying to say Soundwave is not a Chevy truck? Starscream
Not sponsored by GM product.
Yeah. Oh, Starscream isn't actually a jet. Oh, I was so excited. In the other one, I don't even remember what the hell he was.
Yeah, I thought he was always some kind of plane.
Well, yeah. I don't remember what he was in the Michael Bay, but it wasn't.
He was a jet in Michael Bay movie.
It wasn't like a jet that he was in.
That's because we had better jets in the 80s.
Well, that's what you want to see, though. You want to see the 80s.
Yeah, but it would be weird to have an 80s model jet just cruising around and everybody's like, huh, isn't that out of commission now?
No, because there's North Korea.
That would be more alarming.
You could also easily explain it off by saying like, well, they're from another planet, right? So this like footage from our 80s just got to them.
True.
And that's why they look like this.
But
and Optimus Prime is a Peterbilt.
That would work. He's a Peterbilt in the new one too. It's just a newer model Peterbilt.
No, he was a Kenworth.
Was it?
Yes.
Same company.
Different design truck.
Barely.
TJ's
what are you talking about?
The new Peterbilts and the new Kenworths look exactly the same. I know. I drive one.
I'm talking about the old Peterbilt versus the new Kenworth.
Those look exactly the same.
No, they don't. The Peterbilts doesn't have a front end. They are flat front trucks.
So how you doing, Matt?
Hey, hush.
Kenworths have a front end on him. In the movies, he is a Kenworth. He has a big ass front end.
The new Peterbilts also had those same front ends.
I'm talking about the old Peterbilts.
I know.
That's what I'm excited about.
But Kenworth made a specifically designed Kenworth for the whole movie. Regardless,
never
we're not talking.
We're arguing semantics over nothing.
Yeah.
So
it's a new movie. It's got to have new vehicles. They got to pay for all this Michael Bay shit somehow.
Michael Bay.
Bumblebee looks good.
But I was saying that Matt's theory wouldn't work in the rules of the movies because they scan their vehicles to transform into them.
That is in the Michael Bay movies.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm talking about the new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
The one that's getting ready to come out.
It's still part of the same universe.
No, it's not. No, it isn't.
It's going to be all Pacific Rim robots.
Oh, my God.
Anyways, let's move on because I'll just argue with Daniel over some dumb shit.
It's content.
Yeah.
So what about Final Fantasy 13?
It is.
It sucks.
It is not a good Final Fantasy. You should say 10-2. 10-2.
That's what I was
You needed to, if you would have said Final Fantasy 10-2, then you would have started an hour-long argument about dress
All right,
fitters.
so what else about the news?
That's all the news that I have. So TJ, if you want to go ahead and roll on to the news.
Let's look at the news because I wasn't ready to talk about the news, even though I was sitting here the whole time saying
arguing
speed
about
up the news.
Arguing.
Just some quick stuff. Ryan Reynolds announced, the Hollywood Reporter, I should say, announced that Ryan Reynolds and Sean Levy are working on an action comedy called Free Guy. Free Guy.
Is Sean Levy the son of Eugene Levy?
I don't know. It doesn't say in the article, but he is.
I think it's his son because he got into show business too.
It's possible. He is the director from the Night of the Museum movies and was also executive producer for Stranger Things. But this movie, Ryan Reynolds will be playing a background character in a video game, and he finds out that he is a background character in a video game, and it's supposed to. I mean, I think it'll be great. I love it.
And then he's sad because he's not important.
It says here, he with the help of an avatar, he tries to prevent the makers of the game from shutting down his world. So it's Wreck-It Ralph, but with
live action
and Ryan Reynolds.
This sounds amazing.
I think it's going to be really good. I mean, anything that Ryan Reynolds in is good, even if the movie's bad. Green Lantern.
I still haven't seen Green Lantern.
You're not missing anything.
I mean, theory gets shot to hell.
Kind of like The Rock. I like everything The Rock's in, even if the movie's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like Jackie Chan.
Yep. But Jackie Chan's always in a good movie. Because everything Jackie Chan does is gold.
Even if the movie's bad, he makes it good.
Yeah.
Drunken Master, dude.
Yeah, fucking brilliant.
You guys ever see The Spy Next Door? That was
nope.
adorable. That was the Jackie Chan version of the pacifier.
Ah, I might have seen that.
I haven't. I've seen all the Jackie Chan and Chris Rock ones.
Let's see.
Rush Hour.
Yes, Rush Hour.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't remember what it
Not
was.
Chris Rock. That's it's not Chris Rock. It's fuck. What's his name now?
I thought it was Chris Rock.
It's not Chris
Tucker.
Rock. Chris Tucker.
Oh,
yeah.
Chris Tucker.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris something.
Whoops.
So
They're both angry.
yeah. What? No, they're not angry. What?
Both of them have angry characters.
No, not Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker's characters I always find it fucking just off the wall.
They're always
He's just
screaming and
zany.
yelling.
Yeah, but he's not angry, screaming, yelling. It's
Yeah,
just,
he is.
No, he's just loud.
Did you watch Rush Hour?
Yeah, he's just loud.
Okay, then they're both loud characters.
Yeah.
Angry characters.
So moving on, Fallout 76 beta got a release date, and it is 22 days before the actual game's release date.
What?
Yeah, so Fallout 76 is set to release on November 14th, but the beta for PlayStation, for Xbox will be the 23rd of October, and then PC and PlayStation 4 will get it a week later on the 30th. So you got a couple weeks, 3 weeks of beta testing before the game goes live.
It'll do them no good.
Yeah, but I mean, it's Bethesda. It's gonna come out janky as fuck, anyways.
Which is why I said it'll do them no good.
Yeah, that's probably why they're doing that.
Yeah.
Because they're just going to use the feedback and fix it again anyway.
Yep.
Or fix it.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm probably gonna get into the beta if I can.
Yeah, I'll probably try just to see what it's like.
And
You brave souls.
man, hey, whatever.
Oh,
One more quick thing: Monster Hunter is getting a movie.
Oh.
Yeah, it is starring Mila Jovovich, or co-starring Mila Jovovich. It's gonna have Ron Perlman,
Nice.
the rapper T.I. Harris, Tony. I don't know how to say it. I think it's Josh J-A-A.
Jaw?
Yeah, he was man, he's been in a bunch of martial arts movies. But the director is Paul Anderson from the Resident Evil franchise. So
Paul W.S. Anderson?
Yeah, that Paul Anderson.
Huh.
Okay. I thought you were gonna elaborate more on that.
Yeah.
It was general shock and
Piqued my
surprise.
Yeah.
You piqued my interest with Ron Perlman, though.
Yeah. So I thought when
That's why I was like, Ron Perlman?
yeah, I looked last week when they announced Ron Perlman. I was like, God damn, look at some names in this movie. But I mean, it's Capcom is using the same director and same big name Mila Jovovich to move. I'm hoping it's at least as good as Resident Evil. Resident Evil wasn't a good Resident Evil movie, but it was a good movie.
Hold on.
What?
The first Resident Evil
Was
movie
good. Was good.
was good.
Yeah.
Okay. After that, then it started getting weird.
Yeah. Here's the thing though. There were still.
But the games get weird, too.
It's
so.
true.
But the movie got way weirder.
My thing is like it's just basically a retelling. I try not to like this isn't true to whatever the source material is. I think it was still true, but it had its own sort of cinematic flair to it. And I enjoyed the movies. I'd never watch them like, these are fucking dumb. But I'm also, as someone put it, a movie slut. So,
yeah, I'm a movie fiend myself. So
yeah. I mean, I like almost every movie as long as it's just generally not bad.
Dragon
Haven't
Ball.
tried the last
I liked
Airbender?
it. No, I haven't watched that one.
Speed Racer.
Speed Racer is fucking, that's a good movie. Shut up.
I liked Speed Racer.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, actually.
I have a question in this aspect, real quick. Have
Yeah.
you seen Dungeon Siege: Return of the King?
No.
I haven't either, but I loved that game, and
Yeah.
I'm hoping they didn't.
They
Horribly
probably
ruined
they're probably not horribly, but they probably didn't do it justice. But speaking
Probably
of,
did it about as good as justice as the Dungeons and Dragon movie did for the
Probably.
game.
have you watched the Bleach movie yet?
Me?
Or anybody?
No,
No.
no.
Okay, well I did.
Is it live action?
Yeah, it's live action,
Oh my.
and it's condensed version of season 1.
Oh my.
So that whole story arc where suddenly Ichigo gets what's her name's powers, and then she ends up going back to whatever the fuck that place was called. I forget everything about it now. But it's actually really good, and a lot of people didn't like it, because
you're crushing 26 episodes into one movie.
But they did a really good job. Honestly, Bleach was a lot of filler, and they cut out a lot of it, and then maybe you just had to trim down 20 minutes, and you're good to go for a whole movie.
Welcome to anime.
Yeah, I think it was good.
Hey! Hold on a second, damn it! Not all anime is filler episodes.
You're right. There are some good anime.
All long form anime seems to be.
No.
Like Bleach and Naruto and Dragon Ball and
all the super popular mainstream anime.
That's what I mean. Long form.
Oh, long form as in 600 plus episodes.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say Overwatch.
Not an anime. As a matter of fact, those episodes come out so infrequently they don't need filler.
Overlord.
Yeah.
Has just finished its 3rd season.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, was it good. I'm telling you, you should see this. If you haven't seen Overlord, it is wonderful. It's about a guy who gets stuck in an RPG or an online MMO.
That seems to be a popular theme here lately.
Well, everybody's doing it.
Yeah.
But
that's what I mean. Sword art.
At least this time, you get to view it from the bad guy's perspective.
That's pretty cool.
Which is amazing.
Yeah. But anyways, that's all my news. Also, Nobuo Uematsu is sick.
Talked about that last week.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
I didn't listen that far.
Thanks for listening to the podcast, DJ.
I listened to the first 10 minutes and y'all didn't mention that I was gone. I was like, fuck you guys too. And
I'm not going to listen then. Maybe we talked
kidding.
about you later.
I doubt it.
That's why I'm always on the podcast, just so I don't have to listen to it later.
You're like, God damn, this is long.
Yeah, that was actually part of my news I was going to talk about last week. But, yeah, anyways. Hope he gets better.
I love listening to the podcast, but being on it allows me to enjoy it and participate and then get to listen to other podcasts in my free time.
Yeah.
Because normally this would like fill up my commute to and from school.
All the time.
For like 2 days.
Yeah.
But cool. Yeah, that's all I got. So whoever wants to go.
All right.
Matt.
I got some stuff.
Or Cody, you said first, go.
No, it's fine. Matt can go.
Nope. Get on with it.
What do you got, Cody?
Just
Sony
don't take my stories.
I don't remember your stories.
My
so
stories.
My stories are shut up.
Sorry.
Sony is introducing a cross-platform beta specifically for Fortnite to start, but it's a big white flag in the cross-platform potential for PlayStation to Xbox to PC.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited for it because I have a lot of friends who play games on the PlayStation, like Monster Hunter, for example, that I can't play with on the PC because they either don't have the computer to run it or, don't want to buy it again.
Yep. Because that's not a game you want to start over.
No. Well, honestly, anyone who likes Monster Hunter will start it over.
Yeah.
Yeah, TJ.
Yeah.
It has unskippable cutscenes, which makes it so fucking
Yeah, that is
grueling.
I won't start it over, that's for sure.
Yeah, I won't ever again.
But yeah, I'm really excited for that because I think introducing cross-platform play for some of these games will be really nice for just communities in general, because it's going to open up a lot more ability for, friends who play on PC who want to play with their console friends who are not computer savvy, and they can just pop the disc in and go.
People have only been begging for this for forever now.
Yeah. It's crazy that they've been like, nah.
Sony's just been a stick in the mud.
Only for like the last 3 console generations, right?
Yeah.
Sony's been a stick in the mud because they're in the lead this time. If this were a reverse case where Xbox were leading the way, Sony would be like, "Oh, we need cross-platform play."
Well, the thing that works in Xbox's favor is most PC players are on Windows.
Yeah.
Microsoft owns both, so cross-platform to them is a no-brainer.
Well, cross-platform to them is easy.
Yeah.
That too.
Well, I mean, the Xbox is now running
Windows.
a different version of Windows.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It's Windows 10.
Problem solved.
Windows 10X.
You can play your Xbox on your PC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is amazing.
Actually, if you've got, I know a lot of the new Xbox titles come with Windows codes now too.
Cuphead did. I have
at the same time you buy one and you get both.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. More games need to do that.
Isn't that already a thing though? Like
it is.
I think because like you can just buy it off the Windows Store and it's like install on Xbox or install on Windows.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It did it with Cuphead.
Yeah.
I bought Cuphead on the Xbox Store, and then it was available for Windows for me to install on Windows.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay.
Yeah, because I think I have Forza, whatever the new Forza is.
Forza 7?
Yeah. And it was like, install on your Xbox? I was like, well, that's in the box, so no. Install on PC, please.
It's just the most infuriating thing for me where, you buy a game and it's like, all right, here it is on this platform. You want to do anything else, you got to buy it on 6 other platforms. Or, the same thing with like, for me, Dungeons and Dragons, I would love to find a good platform on PC to play it. And there are a bunch of decent ones out there, but in order to actually have access to the stuff, you have to purchase everything in the game itself.
Yeah.
And if I have the physical book, I do not want to have to purchase a digital copy again.
Or you can find a friend who has D&D Beyond.
Well, even D&D Beyond doesn't have the same interface that I'm looking for. Like for, what's it called? It's one of the virtual tabletop games.
You're talking about something of that nature.
Yeah.
I thought you were referring to just all the actual electronic manuals and everything of that nature.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no,
You're talking more along the lines of tabletop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tabletop simulator or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like
Roll20.
You have to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's real infuriating because it's like, I already gave you my money.
Yeah.
Don't make me do this.
Now spend money more.
Yeah, and I don't have disposable income. I've made like a total of $500 this month, and spent more than that.
I know that feeling.
Me too.
Welcome to real life.
Yeah.
It's adulting the hard way.
Just as long as you're not doing it paycheck to paycheck, you're like, this paycheck's just paying off last week's expenditures.
I think I've spent like over $2,000 this month.
Wow.
Ooh.
Damn.
Yeah.
You got me beat.
So, yeah.
Not
Well,
me.
I had to buy new tires and get my car fixed. I had to pay tuition. I had to. Yeah.
The car is the worst.
Yeah.
That's
the
like
car was the cheapest.
when they say. The one thing I like now is when you see like periodically you'll see somebody has a pumpkin out on Halloween and they've carved the check engine light into the pumpkin and I'm like, oh my god, that's terrifying. I do not want to ever see that.
Yep.
Because you're like, it could cost $40 or it could cost $3,000. Who knows?
Hey, you want to replace that O2 sensor? Which one?
All of them. You don't know.
If you're like my dad, doesn't matter if you replace him, it still comes on.
Yep.
Gives the same error.
Dude, I was driving around my my father-in-law's truck for a couple of weeks, and one of the check engine light came on, and I was like, oh shit, I screwed up his truck. So I took it to my mechanic, and I'm like, hey, can you figure out what's wrong? And then he calls me back like 10 minutes after I leave. He's like, oh yeah, it's fixed. And I was all like, what was it? And he's all like, when you went to go fill up the gas last time, you didn't tighten the gas cap tight enough. And it's got a sensor that gives you a check engine light if the gas cap isn't tight enough.
Yep.
Yeah.
Huh.
And I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I'm like, I get that that's a safety feature, but
Yeah.
still, it's like,
Believe me, I could have used that many times. The amount of times I've driven out of a gas station with the gas cap sitting on the trunk.
What the
and
hell,
the flap's
man?
still open.
now I've never done that. I just like,
Done it twice.
I go to twist it on there, and I guess I only twisted it like halfway.
here's
And I was like,
here's the car nerd in me, because you're breaking the seal on the vacuum, and therefore it travels through the entire system and it throws off your O2 sensor
Yeah.
for your airflow in your car, which is why it throws that signal.
My car on a Hyundai, they only click once, and mine stopped clicking. I was like, well, that's fine, whatever. And the check engine light would come on intermittently, and then I finally had to take it to the shop, get the air conditioner fixed, and I was like, and replace the gas cap, please.
Yeah.
Please. So I finally now have a new one. It's like click, and I'm like, oh, that's satisfying.
Yep. gas cap, if your rubber seal on your gas cap ever wears out, you're gonna get a check engine.
It also fucks with your emissions, and that's why when you go and get, like in Texas, when you go and get your car inspected,
you do emission tests as well.
They will do a pressure test.
We don't do emissions. We don't do emission tests in South Texas.
Really? Well,
really? Oh well, actually, yeah, that's true. In Wichita Falls, they didn't do emission tests. It's only it's only in large populated areas.
Yeah, yeah. Houston, Dallas, Austin, stuff like that.
In Maryland, you would do them every 2 years. In Pennsylvania, we do it every year.
Well, see, what's nice about Texas is the Texas the Texas vehicle inspection is statewide. So what people do in the emissions requirement areas is they drive out of town, get it checked somewhere where it's not a requirement, and then drive back.
Yeah.
And it's still valid because it's statewide.
Beautiful.
Or if you live in Oklahoma, they don't give a shit. Well, that thing just pours black smoke. Yeah, whatever. I don't care.
It's okay. We're just saving our
At
money.
least your blinkers work.
Yeah.
I don't use them, but they work.
Shame on you.
No, I use them. I use my blinkers.
Like, I drive 100 miles an hour, but I use my turn signals the correct way. I turn them on, I change lanes, turn them off. I'm not one blink over, 3 lanes.
I almost killed myself last week.
Don't do that.
Cool.
Don't do
Inappropriate response.
May or may not have ran a stop sign.
Oof.
Oh,
I do that occasionally.
I've done that before.
With 3 cars waiting to go through.
Damn.
Oh, damn, man.
Yeah,
Whoops.
I was on my way home from work, had to go to a doctor's appointment, had to stop off at home first, and was on a very familiar road and saw the stop sign coming up, and then in between the moment that I recognized, like, oh, I'll need to stop soon, I zoned out and zoned back in. 100 feet maybe before the stop sign, slammed on my brakes, slid through the stop sign into the middle of the intersection, just going...
You're like,
like a scared teenage girl. Like,
the other 3 people were probably looking at you like, yeah, I've done that.
Yeah. Like,
nice.
I had to drive by one of them, and I didn't make eye contact. I just kind of went, and then put my foot on the gas and went forward.
Like, I've made a mistake. I realize I've done it. Please don't hate me.
Makes me think of the John Mulaney stand up. It's just a 28-year-old man trying his best.
Yep. Yeah, that was fun.
Oh, wow.
Good job. I think we've all blown a stop sign a few times.
Red light. Not stop sign, but red light.
I've blown red lights, stop signs.
I did a red light in front of Nebraska Furniture Mart. I literally drove up, stopped, looked around, then went. and then my girlfriend's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "What? Oh shit!"
I did that once on a left turn green arrow, where the left turn green arrow went out and it went to a red light, and you're not supposed to turn left on red. And I just slowly pulled into the intersection, looked both ways, and was like, "It's empty," and just pretending like there was a green arrow.
That's awesome.
And I was just like, "Oh, I'll just keep going." Cappy was not pleased.
We all have brain farts at some point in our
I
life.
always hate, like, I'm coming in a small town and it's late at night, and there's like 2 red lights, and they're like, not too far apart, but like you're coming up and you're like, that one's pretty far away, and then you're on top of it and you're like, whoops. Oh, it's right here. Sorry, everybody.
I was very lucky that there were no cops around, because I literally just turned off of a road that had 2 minivans T-bone each other.
Damn. Wait, how do they T-bone each other?
Well, they didn't T-bone each other, but like, there was the main road, and one car, I guess, pulled out of the road that I was coming off of, and just thunk right there.
That's crazy.
It was,
Tit for tat.
yeah.
I've T-boned a car. That was fun. He ran a
And
stop
then
sign.
5 minutes later, I almost do the same exact thing.
Let's not have any more wrecks. Let's not have wrecks on the Bitcast.
Yeah,
No.
That will be a sad thing. Any more news?
Just little news. Matt Colville is just about finished with his revisions to Strongholds and Followers, which is the kickstarted D&D supplemental book that he started along with his studio that he started up as well. He's got his own live stream studio and game studio that they're going to be working with. They're going to start live streaming soon as the book's finished. So hopefully, I think maybe mid-October is when stuff should start shipping out. So I'll get a physical book. I'll get a PDF. It's going to be beautiful. I'm going to get my little dragon figurine too that I ordered.
Ooh.
I'm excited. I'm very excited. But yeah, they're very close to nearing completion on that. And he's already got in mind for another book.
Dang.
And I think it's something to do with like war fighting, basically. Like if you were to be in command of an army, like what the rules would be in D&D for a giant battle.
Holy cow!
So I'm very excited for that.
That's gonna be.
I think it's like Kingdoms and Warfare is what it's called. So.
All right.
Anyway. Yep. That's it.
All right, Matt. What do you got for news this week?
I got a couple of things. American Truck Simulator is releasing their newest expansion, which will now include the state of Oregon.
Nice.
Or TJ's.
So
Oregon.
apparently that's going to include 5,000 miles of new roads, 15 cities, whole bunch of other stuff. Still no news about new trucks though. That's unfortunate.
What they need to do is they need to get the one from the Transformer movies. I hear those are pretty good.
Baiting it, man. You're baiting that hook right there. See if you can catch something on it.
The release date on that is October 4th.
TJ.
All right.
Hey, hold on 1 second. Let me see what I got for you. Ah, like that.
Rude.
Yeah, it is. I'll have to tell you
All
later,
right.
Cody.
You guys are so bad.
We are. We're terrible. I am a terrible person, just so you know.
So with this release coming out, does that mean you're going to start doing more of the trucking simulator streams with community?
I may do that on and off. Sure.
Because we never actually got around to doing that, and I don't have any of the stuff installed anymore. But
Well, I did that for a while, and you never showed up.
Never there. We did so many streams without you.
Yeah.
I think that was during the semester, wasn't it? I think I was in the middle of school, and I just was.
I don't
never
know
able to
your
show up on
schedule.
Fridays. Yeah, we've been trying to play Serious Sam for how long?
2 months.
Yeah,
I've got it installed.
I do too.
Just waiting for time. That's okay.
This
That
is where
sounds
you
great,
just
baby.
put things on a calendar, and then therefore it gets done. This is how I live my life. I put things on a calendar, and then I go, I have to do this or else.
What's a calendar?
Calendar.
Calendar.
Same thing as a Bethesda. It's the same thing as a Bethesda.
God, what was the other one that you messed up recently?
I don't remember. There's too many.
Hey, if
Oh,
anyone
no,
happens to remember what he messed up.
The calendar, that's the thing that you put in the sink and then you dump your pasta in it.
That's,
and it sucks all
Yes.
the water
that's
through.
exactly it.
Oh, God, I love that thing. It's so useful.
Yeah. Otherwise,
Yeah.
your pasta's all wet all the time.
Are you laughing? Yeah, okay. I made Cappy laugh.
Are you sure that's not the white version of broccoli?
No, that's
What?
Oh,
he's talking about
God.
cauliflower.
Oh,
That's a bit of a
I got
stretch.
you. I got you. Sorry, I was all like, what? Broccoli? What's...
Little white trees.
Why are you making this racist? Jesus.
Yeah, they're little ghost trees.
The ghost tree.
Hey, I've had fried cauliflower, and it's actually really good.
They make cauliflower out of a lot of stuff.
Well, they make a lot of stuff out of cauliflower.
Well,
You don't only make
tell you-
cauliflower out of one thing.
hold on. I don't know.
I made
If
my
you-
cauliflower out of peanut butter.
If it tastes like cardboard, so
What? No, it's good.
it's terrible.
It's just bland.
It's terrible.
It's,
Don't you dare. Want to get your ass kicked.
I
Get
know where
fired.
you're going with this. That's
There
just
we
like,
go.
what is going on?
It's
Alex,
okay. It's okay, yeah.
Just have dinner with him once. It's okay.
that's rude.
Dinner with who?
Son of a-
DJ?
No.
Just cut you out right now, man. We're gonna
Okay.
just blip to the email segment and Cody's gonna be gone.
Story number 2.
All right, story number 2.
Or news article number 2. I'm going to preface this by stating that I'm not going to be in the podcast next Friday.
Neither will I.
And this will make sense here in a second. Assassin's Creed Odyssey releases next Friday.
There you go.
The thing that I'm mentioning specifically about this, however, is that Assassin's Creed Odyssey has an exclusive weapon pre-order bonus that is tied into Totino's pizza rolls.
Fuck yeah. Hot Pockets, mini bite-sized Hot Pockets.
Specifically states, Ubisoft has partnered with Totino's Pizza to offer a weapon in the game. For a limited time, people who purchase their products can receive an in-game bonus. The deal is only available in the United States and applies to products like their pizza rolls and their pizza packs, which is basically their Hot Pockets knockoff.
I bet, you know what I bet it is? I bet it's an ice sword that has fire on it.
It's probably got fire damage, yeah.
Maybe it's a Mezzaluna.
A what?
A
That's a
Mezzaluna.
man-made thing. Don't worry about it.
People who purchase the pizza goods at Walmart also get an additional bonus.
Ooh.
You get the Ram Axe, which is a heavy weapon, and is rewarded to hungry shoppers that purchase a 120 count pizza roll pack.
Well,
I know what you guys are
hold on.
spending.
A 120 count pizza roll pack is nothing.
I will
Yeah, I
fuck
know.
up just a shitload of little pizza
Yeah,
packets.
that's like an evening's worth of meal right there.
It might because we were gross. You're like, oh god, you eat that? That's good compared to the normal shit.
On a side note, Assassin's Creed Odyssey's map has been revealed,
Ooh.
which is 130 square kilometers, which is roughly 62% larger than Assassin's Creed Origins.
Ooh.
So if you played Origins and thought the map was enormous, which I did, this one is significantly larger than that. So next Friday, I'm not going to be here because I'm going to be playing Assassin's Creed.
We'll wave at you from afar and be like, hi.
And next Friday, I won't be here either.
What?
Yeah, I told you guys this last week.
I don't pay attention.
Yeah, I know.
TJ wasn't here last week.
That's true.
I think I told you the week before that, actually.
That's way too far back.
Anyway,
And
you were saying,
then
Matt?
I have a third quick that Sony has officially canceled their annual PlayStation experience this year, stating specifically they don't have anything worth showing.
That's interesting.
It's basically they're working on a lot of games that they're really excited about, but none of them are in the position that they feel comfortable showing off demo footage of any of their games.
I would say
they're just canceling the show.
I would say Red Dead, but they probably don't have anything else, and they've already kind of blew their load on that.
Well, they stated specifically, they're like, now that Spider-Man's out, we're looking forward to things like Death Stranding, Last of Us Part 2, Ghosts of Tsushima, and third-party games like Control and Resident Evil 2. But none of them are at the stage in which they're comfortable showing off footage.
Doesn't Resident Evil 2 launch in January?
Something like that, yeah.
How can the game not be ready for at least demo show if it's coming in January?
I mean, we've already seen a lot of it, so they probably just don't have anything new to show us.
Maybe that's true. Maybe that's the case.
It's probably, I mean, the same with Red Dead. They've already showed us a lot of it.
Yeah.
It's for me, it was kind of, I mean, I'm fine with them canceling the show because they don't feel like they have anything worth showing, and I'm comfortable with that, but it's also kind of surprising to have Sony step up and go, hey, we're working on all these games, but we don't really have anything to show off, so whatever, our event's not going to happen.
Okay, bye.
That is real bizarre, though.
You figure they would just re-release all their teaser trailers and have a disappointing show.
Yeah, I mean, you want to keep people like, hey, Sony's still here. Cool. Not be like, I got other shit that seems more important to do, so we're going to nix this.
Whatever happened to that PlayStation experience that happens every year? Oh, they just didn't have it this year because they ain't got shit to show. You're just like, oh, well, crap.
They didn't feel like showing up.
We'll see you next E3.
Yeah, basically. Although there was something, I don't know if you guys touched on this previously, but there's something that Cappy's really excited about seeing at the next E3, which is the new Animal Crossing.
Oh, I talked about it in disappointment last time because all they released was Animal Crossing. They didn't even give it the title.
Well, that's what I'm thinking is at E3 they'll probably give us some more.
Yeah, probably so, but they could have at least said Animal Crossing, not New Leaf or
Just
something like
name.
that. Just give the name. Make me think I'm excited about Animal Crossing.
We're already like starting to set aside money to get the Animal Crossing version of the Switch so that because we don't even have a Switch yet.
I know what it's called. Animal Crossing Switched Up. It's where you start as a milk character and then you put on the super crown and you turn into Peach.
Villagerette.
I would totally buy an Animal Crossing Switch if I hadn't already bought a colorware Switch.
Mm.
So
And
that's what I can't do that.
Yeah.
I had to play Spider-Man PS4. I like my Spider-Man.
That's why it's going to work out okay for us because it's just going to be like, well, we don't own a Switch, so we'll just wait until they announce the inevitable Animal Crossing themed one. It's probably just going to have trees and grass on it.
Their
3DS
version that they had with the little logos for Animal Crossing and such that was on it, that was really a nice little Nintendo 3DS. I would have liked to have one of those.
I should look that one up and show that to Cappy and see if she knows.
What's that?
We're talking about, you weren't even paying attention.
Sorry.
We're talking about the Switch and Animal Crossing, and you're like, check it out.
Look, I loved Animal Crossing on the GameCube. And New Leaf was good, but it's like Elite Dangerous for boring people.
Have you played Animal Crossing Happy Home Design?
No.
What's the correlation?
There's no end game.
Didn't play Happy Home Design. I played the cell phone version. Was it the camping one? What was it called?
Pocket Camp.
Pocket Camp. Thank you. I played.
Yeah,
Pocket
apparently,
Camp.
Happy Home Designer is not a villager town setup configuration. It's just like you visit a existing town and you're an interior designer for the people who live there.
Yeah.
And so you just go around and design their houses for them, but it completely revamped how you pick up and interact with objects in the world from the way any other Animal Crossing game had done it in the past. And pretty much everybody in the Animal Crossing community that's played Happy Home Designer is like, they cannot make a new Animal Crossing game unless they include this item interactive feature in the new game, because it's just so much better than the old system. Because the old system, you had to pick something up and then face yourself the right way and get into a corner and drop it down. And if it went down wrong, you had to pick it up again and rearrange your character and try to drop it. And in this one, it's basically just like you throw something down in the room. And actually, you don't even have to throw it down in the room. You can just open up your inventory, and then there's a map of the room, and you just drag the item out of your inventory onto the map of the room, drop it, and hit. You have the little rotation corners that you can rotate the item and move it around and plop it. And it's like how every interior designer game should be set up.
Yeah, that sounds much better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculously easy. So, but that's all the news I've got.
Okay. Well, then, that's going to do it for the news this week. We're going to move on to the next segment of the podcast, which is my personal favorite, because it's time for...
Email.
You son of a bitch.
Sorry, go ahead.
Fine.
No, do it.
It's time for email.
No, I just wanted to trip you up a little bit.
Now we've got 2 emails for this week.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Email.
He's like, no, fuck you.
That's exactly what you're getting right now, TJ. Mike, you can thank TJ later. So, all right. So here's our first email question of the week with the subject line of question from Miss Kitty.
Ooh, Kit.
Hi, guys. My ultimate game might be hard to pick for some, but when I heard your question, instantly I thought, VR game where I can eat whatever I want, as much as I want, and actually taste it, then look in the mirror next week and see my ass is still the same size.
All right.
You know what? Eating sim.
Yeah.
Why not? I mean, it's VR.
Yeah, and I'm thinking along the lines of like what with Ready Player One coming out or had come out.
Yeah.
So you have that. I don't know how you would do
Full immersion suit.
Yeah, in your mouth.
It sounds kind of like what she wants is a StarCraft holodeck.
Star
Pretty
Trek?
much.
Did you say StarCraft?
He did.
say
Oh,
StarCraft.
did I?
He said
Oh my God,
StarCraft.
how could I do that?
Quick, someone clip it.
Star Trek. Holy crap. How did I screw that up?
Wow, Matt.
I'm gonna just tag this and I'm gonna post it into your Discord.
I am such a huge Star Trek nerd. How could I screw that up?
Wait, we've got to bait them into it. We've got to link it and say Matt really screws up in this. You guys should listen.
You won't believe this.
You won't believe this
won't
about
believe
awesome
what
Matt G.
happens
We'll put some arrows pointed at Matt.
A giant red circle.
What is the thing that he said that made everybody go crazy?
3 hours later. Oh, that's it?
You won't believe what he said.
Gone sexual.
Sorry.
Anime betrayals.
StarCraft over Star Trek.
Oh, man.
God.
You heard it here first, folks.
What's funny
Awesome
is
Matt G.
I didn't-
hates Star Trek.
My first thought was not that he's wrong. It was like, I don't remember there being holodecks in StarCraft.
Ugh.
See,
But
he
you know
said
what I mean, like-
holodeck, and I thought Star Trek, and then I realized, wait,
Anyway. But yeah, I mean, like in the Star Trek universe,
Mhm.
with the holodecks, you can do stuff like that. You could
Yeah,
eat anything you want; it would have no effect on you, but
Yeah.
you would taste it.
yeah.
Yeah.
that's pretty
I would love that.
Extra sensory perception.
Because I might lose weight.
You're like,
Cheesecake
this is
all
great.
day, every day.
It's like I'm eating, but I'm never getting full.
I
It could be
would-
hell.
Speaking of cheesecake, I would like to Scrooge McDuck, just a big room of cheesecake.
Not at all where I thought you were going with that.
You heard screw and you're like, wait a minute, what?
Oh no.
And if I really wasn't paying attention, Scrooge McDuck would have sounded really weird.
Scrooge McDuck, that cheesecake. Be like, I'm sorry. What?
I'd like to get Scrooge McDuck on a holodeck.
Just me, McDuck, and a big ass cheesecake.
No.
Or Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
No.
No.
You're gonna get us on a
Next
list.
email. Next email.
Thank you, Kit.
This one comes from Mike with the subject line, email. He likes yours better.
Doesn't have the same ring.
I wonder how he's gonna feel about email.
Mike writes, I think my favorite game setting would have to be some sort of dark fantasy kind. One where there's all manner of evil monsters to fight, and the game in general has a darker tone to it. As for genre, it would have to be an open world style RPG, like the original Dark Souls or Dragon's Dogma style.
I was about to say, that sounds like Dark Souls.
Hold on a minute.
I was when I heard that, I instantly thought of Risen.
Haven't played that yet.
I have to ask a question here.
Okay.
I don't know what
No.
the question from last week was.
Last week we were asking people their favorite genre of style of game.
Okay.
Or setting, more or less. Setting,
Okay.
genre. That's what we were looking for. We wanted their feedback. So that's what we got this week.
Awesome. Okay. Could you read the email again? Because
What?
I wasn't paying attention.
When are you not?
I'm sorry.
Here, I'll let you read it. We've already read
Yeah,
it to
here.
everybody
I'll
else.
read-
You,
yeah.
you read the email to yourself while we move on. So
I
you
think
can
my
understand.
favorite game. I'm just kidding.
I take my favorite. No, stop. All right. Well, that's the email for the week. Guys, we should throw out another question again for everybody. See if they want to respond to it. So let's see if we can come up with something for the listeners this week.
My favorite genre is racing, by the way.
Well, no kidding. Really?
I
Sorry.
thought it was soccer.
Anybody who knows you knows that racing is where it's at for you.
I thought it was going to be fighter games.
You know, what with me losing Blaze Blue and Justice, I can't really justify that.
Yeah, what's that about Blaze Blue? Huh?
Scrubs.
Huh? What's that about Blaze Blue?
Shut up.
Call me a button pusher.
I said masher.
I should hope you're pushing some buttons.
Push my buttons, let me tell you.
Call me a button masher. Like I wasn't trying to
I was
actually-
being shitty.
Yeah, you were.
I was so mad.
You were just mad. You opened up the mail program.
So what question do you have idea for?
Who's your favorite
Good.
game character?
Who? Game character?
Game character. Who's
Ooh.
your favorite
Ooh.
game character? And we've asked about the genre and settings and things of that in games. Who's your, you pick one character. How about y'all answer it too? Matt, what's your favorite game character?
I bet it's Commander Shepard.
Son of a bitch. Yeah, dude.
I was gonna say this is Commander Shepard. I'm also Matt G, and this
Down.
is
Wait. Fem Shep or Male Shep?
Personally, I don't care either way.
You don't care either way. Okay.
speaking
The character of
Shepard.
Shepard. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a really well made character.
oh, well, it's like I had mentioned. I don't remember if I mentioned this specifically in the previous podcast I was in, or if I was talking with Cappy the other day, but like that was the one thing in Andromeda that they did wrong. Was it was very quickly established in the Mass Effect universe how attached the player got to the character of Shepard very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And in Mass Effect Andromeda, I didn't start feeling for the character until the last 4 or 5 hours of gameplay.
Wow.
Like, I really did not care about the person at all until the last 3 or 4 hours. And then at the very end, I was all like, okay, now I'm interested in this person and I want to know where this goes. And then they canceled all future Mass Effects until future notice. And I was just saddened by it.
I feel the same way about Dragon Age. It's a great series and it's never coming back.
No.
They're making another one right now, actually.
They've been saying that for a long time.
They've got like screenshots and footage of it.
I don't believe them.
I'll find you the links.
DJ won't believe it until it actually comes out.
I want to see it released. And then I'll play it and be like, not my Dragon Age.
Not my Dragon Age.
Inquisition was really good though, but it was very sort of like
I've only played Origins.
Origins
Yeah.
was really good.
That's all I've ever played, and I
all
played
I've
as a mage. And when I got to go inside that other person's head and try to sex up that other mage, I was like, "What am I playing?"
That game, the story in that
was
game
so
was
weird.
It was super weird, but it was so good.
I don't remember getting in someone else's head and sexing someone else.
Because there's so many different
You
stories.
could play a different, yeah.
There's
if
so
you
many
play a
branches,
different
you
type
might
of
never
person,
do
yeah.
it.
That's where I ended up. I was like,
Ah.
all right, here I go. Let
Yeah.
me go inside. So
Interesting.
TJ, your favorite game character?
I don't know.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's so many. Like,
There's got to be one that floats to the cream.
This
of the
one
crop.
car from this racing game?
Yeah. It's
uh,
a Dodge Challenger from 1967.
no, because the Challenger wasn't that good in a racing game. If I were to say, probably the Mitsubishi 2000 GT and Grand Theft Auto 2, or not Grand Theft Auto, but Gran Turismo 2.
Face
not as
Face
serious.
palms.
Honestly, though, the Nissan Skyline, probably the R34 is probably the best.
Jesus Christ.
Sid, if I say a game, will that give you an out? Like, I don't know, Ace Combat?
I couldn't tell you any of the characters in that game. Well, the story was really good. The gameplay was good, but probably, Snake. I'm gonna go
Snake. Yes.
yeah, probably Snake. Because
Which one?
Solid Snake,
Okay.
the only Snake.
I mean,
The
you,
one true
technically you have to specify.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid and 2, and not Snake Eater. I mean, they were all the snakes were good, like Naked Snake and
He wasn't Naked Snake.
yeah, he was.
It was
I
right
bet you
in.
like Naked
No,
Snake.
Naked Snake was 3, and Snake Eater. That's what they called him.
Naked Snake?
Yeah.
I thought it was
You're just thinking Naked Snake because Raiden was naked and.
No, I thought it was. I thought it was referred to as Venom Snake.
I really don't remember. I didn't play it. I watched Michael play it.
Oh,
but I'm like 80% sure that he was Naked Snake. For like, I think it was just code name, but they just called him Snake.
let me think. Let me see if it's a thing.
Yeah. But yeah, I think if I was gonna say, I was also gonna say, I think it's Marcus from Gears of War.
It's Big Boss.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, because that was a really good character.
Marcus Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that game. I only played the first one. Or I played the first one and most of the second one, but I didn't beat it. So yeah, probably Snake. I was gonna say Squall from Final Fantasy VIII, but it's a good character, but not that good.
Okay.
So yeah, that's my character.
Okay. Cody, you want to go or shall I?
Go ahead. I'm still thinking.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Vivi from Final Fantasy IX.
Good character.
It was an amazing
I wish it had taken
character.
longer.
Okay, well here, let me elaborate a little bit. I mean, the whole character and the whole story behind the character was absolutely amazing, where they were just basically more or less puppets that were created as fodder for army, but he had gained a modicum of independence and sentience, more or less, where he actually became kind of alive. More and most like, apparently, like, if I remember correctly, Zidane was also a puppet-esque type character that had come to life as well, if I remember the story correctly.
I think you're right. Yeah.
If because he has a tail, and it was like, why do you have a tail? And he's like, well, I'm not a real thing. But Vivi most definitely. I love that character.
Yeah. I was a big fan of the Black Waltzes.
Oh, that was a great battle.
That
That was
was.
so much fun. Great music too.
I cried. I didn't cry. I got teary-eyed.
Yeah, a little misty.
Yeah.
All right, Cody. I stalled.
Yeah, man, this is real hard for me. Because, like, the games I grew up on, I hardly remember playing. Like, going back and playing The Legend of Dragoon is, like, my childhood. So I would say that I love those characters, but I don't really know those characters. So I think if I were to actually state a character, it would probably be Sora from Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, goodness. Sora from Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. And that only goes off of the knowledge of Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, because I loved that game growing up. I played it many times, played through it multiple times. And yeah.
Well, we're all still waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, well, I'm still waiting to be able to actually play all the Kingdom Hearts games.
What do they have? They're like 2.1, 2.5,
many.
2.8.
And then the mobile ones.
Yeah, there's mobile ones.
And
I
they're
got
all
to,
canon.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I've got to get me like a stream goal or something to afford a PS4 and buy the collection that it came with, just so I can play them all again. But man, I've played so many games and I love so many characters. It's just so hard to pick one, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, I love the Master Chief up into Halo 3. Once you go past that, nah. I'll pass.
Yeah, he gets a little weird.
Like, Halo 4 was still kind of okay. I just don't like the way that they took the story direction.
True.
So. But yeah, I think it would have to be Sora from Kingdom Hearts, just because I saw so much of myself in that character as I was growing up, and like the decisions that you make as that character in the game and the way that he behaves and that sort of thing. It was a very big and influential part of my childhood.
All right. There you have it. Well, gentlemen, that's going to do it for this week's Bitcast. Thank you so much for joining me for this week. TJ, Cody, as usual, and Matt, welcome to the channel. Hopefully we don't run you off with our insanity.
You would have probably the opposite effect of that.
Excellent. We can only do worse.
Yeah.
I mean, he stuck around after the first episode, and we got him pretty bad on that one.
And I came in
Spider-Man.
blind too. It was basically like, "Hey, you want to be on this podcast?" I was like, "Sure. What should I expect?" And they're like, "You should expect to show up on time." And I was like,
And then you did, and we started an hour late.
and then it was basically like, "We're gonna do news." Matt, do you have news? And
Nope.
no.
Well, hey, to be fair, I did say I didn't expect you to have any, but I tried to levy it to where if you had heard something during the week.
No. Yeah, I wasn't like, obviously, I wasn't like offended.
They just bullied me. They invited me in and just bullied me.
Yeah, they like ambushed me. They're like, "What about this?"
It's like, you've got to have an opinion on Bowsette. No.
I'm gonna get a Bowsette tattoo just to spite you.
Ooh. Hold on. I want you to get a Bowsette tattoo.
If you pay for it, I'll get it.
Oh god, please let it be a tramp stamp.
I will get it on my forearm, from elbow to wrist.
Wow, that's a big one.
How much would that cost?
A lot. Well, probably about $400-$500.
Like a half sleeve.
Get an estimate.
Okay.
Get an estimate.
Get Michael to design it.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I'll probably get a tattoo artist to design it.
Tattoo artist.
God, I would never
Yes,
live
well,
that down.
here's the thing. Sometimes
I won't put it on my forearm. I'll put it on my...
No.
I'm not getting... I cannot get a Bowsette tattoo on my forearm.
Nope.
It's no different than getting one of those like trucker ladies, you know, like the mud flap
That's
thing.
a stupid tattoo.
You opened your mouth.
No.
And then I'm stuffing money in it right now. So
I'm glad you're not stuffing anything else in there.
Hey, whoa, hey. That's only on the arena.
Super crown.
I will totally get it on my bicep. I'm not gonna put it on forearm. I gotta be able to apply for jobs, and I've already got this arm all fucked up.
Would you put it on a calf?
No, I don't want to get tattoos on my calf. That looks trashy.
I wanted forearm, but now
you know
not
what?
So much.
Fuck it, I'll put it on my forearm.
Get an estimate.
It's gonna have to be like a really good design though, because people are gonna be like, "That's a Bowsette."
Put it on your bicep so that way you can get a job and get out of the trucking.
And that way you can make her dance.
Yeah. I got
Yeah.
I got forearm muscles. Shit, no problem dancing up here.
Okay.
Just make sure it's the right forearm, right?
Yeah.
Well, you need it on this one, but this one's already covered up.
You need the left one, so it's southpaw. That's okay.
Switch hitter.
Hey, guess what? This is Bitcast episode number 38.
Thanks for joining us.
I'm really good at rolling dice.
Tune in next week. We might find out how much it costs for a bounce on a forearm. We'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Take care.